All I said was, married women are the best. The next moment, I, a lifelong bachelor, am transmigrated into the body of absolute scum. This man is an abuser, yet somehow he married one of the most famous pop stars in the country. She even gave him an adorable little daughter. But after the wedding, he got fired, and all I can think is, this guy actually blamed her for it. You're my bad luck charm, you cost me my job. What a jerk. The original soul was truly a monster. Right now, the mother and daughter, fresh from another beating, are trembling on the sofa. When Lily, clutching her daughter, notices me staring at her, she instinctively pulls Wawa even tighter into her arms. Her eyes fill with tears. It's not that she hasn't thought about leaving, taking Wawa and running, but she grew up an orphan, and every cent in this household is controlled by that monster, the man whose body I now occupy. Seeing the terror on their faces, I let out a long, heavy sigh. I'm here now. Might as well make the best of it. I slowly rise to my feet and switch on the light. A warm amber glow fills the room. I look around at the chaos surrounding me. I scratch my head in disbelief, then crack open the window to let in some fresh air and start silently collecting the empty liquor bottles scattered around. Lily still hasn't moved. She stays curled up on the sofa, holding Wawa close, but a flicker of surprise crosses her eyes. I don't approach them. I won't push it. Instead, I grab a rag from the kitchen and start wiping down the table. By the time the place is spotless, I'm drenched in sweat. I grab a clean change of clothes from the bedroom and head into the bathroom. Lily stares at the closed door. The tension slowly drains from her body. She looks around at the room I've just cleaned. Her eyes are filled with pure disbelief. What happened to the monster? She knew. Mommy, I'm hungry. Wawa, sweetheart. Mommy will make you something soon. Lily gently strokes Wawa's hair. She has no choice but to wait for me to go to sleep before she can cook anything for herself and her daughter. Then the bathroom door swings open. I step out. The mother and daughter flinch back into the worn sofa at the same time. I shake my head. Without a word to them, I walk out the front door. Lily freezes. Despair creeps into her eyes. Is he going out for more alcohol? Hasn't he had enough tonight? She and Wawa are going to go hungry again. Lily bites her lip, tears falling without stop. Mommy, don't cry. Wawa's not even hungry, really. Wawa thinks her own empty stomach is the reason Mommy is crying. She reaches up with her tiny soft hands and clumsily wipes Lily's face. Lily bites harder on her lip. The tears only fall faster. After a long moment, she manages to speak, her voice trembling but gentle. Wawa, be good. Let Mommy put you to sleep. Once you're asleep, you won't feel hungry anymore. Tomorrow morning, Mommy will get up early and make something delicious, okay? Okay, Mommy, don't cry. Lily hums a soft lullaby, rocking Wawa to sleep. As Wawa's eyes slowly close, Lily's mind drifts back over the 2 years since she got married. The pain is almost too much to bear. She makes up her mind. Tomorrow, she is leaving this hell. Even dying out on the streets would be better than being slowly destroyed by this monster. Then, the lock clicks. Lily, still lost in her thoughts, can't stop herself from trembling. She instinctively covers Wawa's ears and holds her breath, listening. I push open the front door and automatically glance toward the sofa. I pause. They've gone to the bedroom, but they haven't eaten. I stand there staring at the takeout in my hands. After a moment's thought, I set the food out on the table and walk toward the bedroom. Lily's whole body goes rigid. She hears my footsteps drawing closer. She prays I won't come in. Then I speak. I bought you both some food. Come eat if you're hungry. I'll sleep in the bathroom tonight. Lily's eyes fly open. Then she hears my footsteps slowly fade away. The room falls quiet again. Only Lily's unsteady breathing fills the silence. At some point, Wawa has opened her eyes. She clearly heard my voice. She stares curiously at the closed door. That smelly daddy didn't come back to sleep in the room tonight, and it sounded like he bought them food. The thought of food makes her stomach growl all over again. She swallows hard and looks up at Mommy with hopeful eyes. Lily looks down at her daughter's pleading face and finally works up the courage to tiptoe to the bedroom door and crack it open. The smell of food hits her instantly. He actually bought them a meal. But Lily's reaction to this sudden act of kindness is not relief. It is bone-deep fear. What is he doing? What does he want from me this time? Wawa pads over on bare feet, her little legs carrying her quickly to the door. She peeks through the gap, and her eyes light up. Her mouth practically waters. But she doesn't move on her own. She tilts her head up and stares up at Mommy, unblinking. Lily takes a deep breath and forces a small smile. She lifts Wawa into her arms. Be good, Wawa. We eat quietly, okay? Wawa bobs her little head up and down. Of course I can hear them from the bathroom. I let out a long sigh. Then I start thinking. It was only after I bought the food tonight that I realized there is barely 1,800 yuan left in this household savings. I need to make money, fast. Then it hits me like a lightning bolt. How did I not think of this sooner? This is a parallel world. My pulse quickens. I grab my phone and start scrolling through everything I can find. After a while, a smile spreads across my face. This world is exactly as I remember. The music and entertainment scene here is completely different from where I came from. Songs that would make me cringe are sitting at the top of the music charts. I grip my phone tighter. My mind races. One classic song after another begins to surface in my memory, but exhaustion takes over. I can't keep my eyes open any longer and slowly drift off to sleep. The next morning, at exactly 6 o'clock, I quietly open the bathroom door and step out. The dining table and kitchen are spotless. Lily must have cleaned up after they ate last night. I stand there for a moment, then slip into the bathroom to wash up. I know Lily usually doesn't get up until 8 to make breakfast, because the original soul never dragged himself out of bed before 10, and the two of them could only eat his leftovers after he'd had his fill of liquor. I sigh without thinking, then wash up quickly. Inside the bedroom, Lily is already awake, but she doesn't dare come out. The sounds of washing stop. The front door opens and closes. Lily presses her lips together, eyes fixed on the bedroom door. She wonders where I've gone this time. She waits. Silence. She glances at Wawa, still sleeping soundly beside her, then steels herself and quietly slips out of bed, opening the bedroom door. The smell of alcohol in the apartment has almost completely faded. Fresh air drifts in through the open window. It smells clean. It feels unreal to Lily. She hasn't breathed air this clean in so long. She drifts to the window and gazes out at the world beyond. Without realizing it, she loses herself. And for the first time in what feels like forever, she remembers that she is only 24 years old. Then the front door sounds again. Lily snaps back to reality. Every muscle in her body tenses. She turns around mechanically. I freeze too, caught off guard. I didn't expect her to be up already. After washing up earlier, I'd noticed the fridge was bare, so I went out and bought some meat, vegetables, and rice. Now the two of us just stand there, frozen. This is the first time I've really looked at her, and she is beautiful. More beautiful than any celebrity I can remember from my own world, but she is far too thin, her face unnaturally pale, clearly malnourished. The pain, the rage, the shame, it all hits me at once. How could anyone treat her this way? I force it down. Hey, morning, I'll go start breakfast. I'm the first one to break the silence. I grab the groceries and head straight for the kitchen. Lily can't believe what she just saw and heard. He greeted me. Since when does he cook? Lily stands there quietly, watching the back of the figure busy at work in the kitchen. A wave of deep, suffocating grief crashes over her. She bites down hard on her lip. Her eyes begin to sting. What is this? Pity? A guilty conscience? Mommy! Wawa wakes up. Not finding Mommy beside her, she comes running out on bare feet. The moment she steps out, her little nose catches the smell of food cooking. She turns and stares wide-eyed at me in the kitchen. I notice her right away. I give her a big smile, but Wawa immediately ducks behind Lily in fright. I rub my nose helplessly. The food is ready a short while later. I look over at the two of them standing stiffly across the room. Go wash up. Come eat. Wawa is clearly swallowing back drool, but she doesn't budge. Lily stares at the scene in front of her, shaken. I had been a little hopeful, but seeing them both on guard like this, that hope sinks straight to the bottom. I go quiet. Another sigh. You two eat first. I walk into the side room and close the door. Lily doesn't move. She watches the door shut. She looks down at Wawa and sighs inwardly. Wawa, let's go eat. On the table sits a pot of millet porridge I made, golden and inviting, alongside 2 small side dishes, and a small bowl of steamed egg custard. The moment Wawa spots it, her eyes go wide. Mommy, did Daddy make this for Wawa? Lily is momentarily lost for words. She looks at her daughter's eager face, and finally gives a small nod. Wawa's eyes light up even more. She scoops up a spoonful of custard and pops it in her mouth. This is the first time Daddy ever made me food. It's so good. Lily eats in silence. Her heart is tangled and lost. Her gaze drifts to the closed door of the side room. Behind it, I'm sitting at the desk, and honestly, I'm starving. But I know they're not ready to sit at the same table as me. Not yet. I pull out my phone and open the platform on this world's internet. I delete the original Soul's old account, the one with only a few thousand followers. Then I register a brand new one. Out of habit, I tap on the trending music chart, and immediately my brow furrows. What is this garbage? Since when does a song like this top the charts? I know exactly what I need to do. I dig through the desk drawer and pull out a few sheets of sheet music paper, dusty from years of neglect. These belong to Lily, from before. I spread them flat on the desk and my pen flies across the paper, filling in guitar tablature. Back in my own world, I was a professional singer-songwriter. This is nothing more than borrowing across timelines. A small thing, no challenge at all. In just a few minutes, a complete composition is laid out in front of me. I eagerly dig through the wardrobe and pull out a guitar. I sit down at the desk, guitar in my arms, and take a moment to settle into the feeling of the song. Then I close my eyes. My fingers brush lightly across the strings. As the sound of the guitar drifts out from the room, Lily, quietly eating at the table, suddenly goes still. He plays guitar? How is that possible? She knows for a fact that he never played guitar. At least he didn't before. So what is going on? And then, beneath the melody of the guitar, my voice begins to come through. Lily goes even more still. Her eyes are wide with disbelief. Even Wawa, happily eating her custard, is drawn in. She sets down her spoon and turns toward the closed door. Wawa tilts her head, blinking her big eyes at the door. This is the first time I've ever heard Daddy sing, she says. He sounds so gentle. Lily has never heard this song before, but she can feel how powerful it is. The melody is so beautiful, it's hard for her to believe it is coming from him. As the next verse rises, something inside Lily starts to crack. She is lost all over again. Fear of the road ahead. Fear of this transformation she can't explain. She is terrified this is all just a fleeting dream. The music stops. Wawa notices Mommy is crying. She scrambles into Lily's lap in a panic, reaching up with both hands to wipe away the tears. Mommy, don't cry. Wawa will blow it better. Wawa thinks Mommy must be hurting somewhere again. While wiping the tears, she tilts her little face up and tugs open the collar of Lily's shirt, blowing softly. Beneath the collar, Lily's back is covered in scars, wound after wound. Meanwhile, I open the account on my phone and tap record. In the video, I don't show my full face, only from the nose down. I settle the guitar in my arms and clear my throat. This time I'm more focused, more deliberate. I perform the song all the way through. When it's done, I save the recording and trim the silence from the beginning and end. Then I extract the audio and attach the lyrics and composition. I submit the copyright registration online. Once everything is in order, I type out a title for the post. An original song. Hope you enjoy it. Likes and support are always appreciated. Upload complete. I let out a quiet breath. Finally. Now I just wait and see how people respond. In this era, this song is going to be a massive hit. I put the guitar back in the wardrobe, then press a hand to my very empty, very growling stomach. Have they finished eating yet? I am so hungry. I rub my stomach. I can't wait any longer. I ease the door open just a crack and peer out like a thief, just in time to see Lily carrying Wawa away from the table, her eyes red like she's been crying. She spots me too. She hesitates for a brief moment, then quickly carries Wawa back to the main bedroom. I exhale with relief. I push the door open and make my way to the table. Finally, food. They left some for me. A small warmth stirs in my chest. I pick up the bowl of millet porridge and eat in big, hungry mouthfuls. I clear every dish on the table, wash up, then wander aimlessly around the apartment. I take in the layout. 2 bedrooms, 1 living area. Barely 50 square meters. They bought it together when they got married. Everything in the apartment was set up around that same time. Now it all looks worn and tired. I shake my head. I drop back onto the sofa. I can't even imagine what it was like for Lily, raising a child in this kind of environment. 2 years barely leaving the apartment. It must have felt like being locked in a cell. I know I can't change everything overnight, so I curl up on the small sofa, scrolling through my phone, searching for how to hold a household together, how to make a little kid smile, how to be a good father. The answers online are all over the place. I'm still scratching my head when the main bedroom door suddenly opens. I look up, and a tiny head pokes out. Wawa tilts her head, studying me with those big round eyes. Those bright shining eyes are full of innocence, so pure they make my heart melt. But her little face is too thin, just like her mother's. If she were just a little fuller, she'd be even more adorable. Before, this mother and daughter survived on nothing but leftovers. And the dishes contaminated with alcohol. Wawa couldn't even eat those. The original soul never gave them any money. They went hungry more often than not. Looking at Wawa now, a smile instinctively rises to my face. But before I even get the chance, Wawa squeaks in fright, slams the door shut, and disappears. Lily's voice drifts out from inside, gently soothing her. My smile freezes. I touch my nose, completely innocent. Time slips by quietly. By midday, I put down my phone and stand up. Time to make lunch. Just then, the bedroom door opens. Lily walks out with a blank expression, arms full of laundry, as if I'm not standing right there. She heads straight for the bathroom, though I can clearly see the way her body stiffens the moment she steps out. She's doing laundry? Then it hits me. The clothes I changed out of yesterday are still sitting in the washing machine. I head quickly for the bathroom. Lily's nerves spike immediately. She didn't expect me to still be home. By this hour, the original soul would have long since gone out drinking with friends. She hears my footsteps approaching and her anxiety spikes even higher. Her body trembles slightly. Hey, I say, my clothes are still in the washing machine. Mind if I grab them first? Lily, already bending down to open the machine, startles at my voice. She stumbles back toward the wall. Careful, I say before I can stop myself. It takes Lily a moment to realize I was actually asking for permission. She avoids my eyes, unable to look at me. Okay, go ahead. I grip my fists at my sides. My hands tremble slightly. Rage and heartbreak fill my eyes in equal measure. I just caught a clear look at the purple-red marks running down the back of Lily's neck. I reach into the machine and pull out the clothes. I don't look at her again. I'll make lunch in a bit. Remember to wake Wawa up for the meal. She's asleep. Then go wake her when it's ready. Lily shrinks back a little more. She is visibly rattled. I know my presence here only adds to her stress. I rub my nose helplessly, grab my clothes from the machine, and head quickly to the balcony to hang them up, then go straight to the kitchen. Behind me in the bathroom, Lily is still standing frozen, laundry in her arms. It isn't until the sounds and smells of cooking begin rising from the kitchen that she comes back to herself. With shaking hands, she loads her laundry into the machine, but her gaze keeps drifting toward the kitchen. What has gotten into him? Lily absently touches her own nose, then freezes. Since when did she pick up that habit? She stands there in front of the washing machine, listening to the drums spin, her heart a mess she can't sort through. By the time the laundry is done and she's hanging it out on the balcony, I am still at work in the kitchen. Wawa wakes up on her own before Lily even calls for her. Both tiny fists are rubbing her drowsy eyes. Then, she sees me, busy in the kitchen. Something lights up in those beautiful big eyes. She pads over and leans against the kitchen door frame, curiously watching my back. Lily finishes hanging up the laundry and turns around to find this scene waiting for her. Me, bustling away in the kitchen. Something in Lily breaks open. She spins away and presses her back against the wall. Both hands cover her face as she slowly slides down. Tears fall without a sound. This scene This ordinary peaceful scene was once something she could only dream of. Again, I don't eat at the table with them. I set the food out and slip out the front door. When Lily hears the door close, she quickly swipes the tears from her face and stands up. She picks up Wawa and carries her to the table. The emotions swirling inside her are impossible to name. Even she doesn't know what she's feeling anymore. The food is just as good as breakfast. Wawa happily tucks into her steamed egg, but the quiet meal is shattered by the sound of the door opening. Both of them look up instinctively. I walk in carrying a large bag. Wawa immediately scoots closer to Lily. The little spoon from her custard is still in her mouth. Her big eyes track my every move. I keep my gaze down. I don't dare look at the two of them, clearly on edge. I set the bag down on the sofa. I got you some ointment. Make sure you use it. And I picked up a little something for Wawa. I don't know if she'll like it, but I saw other little girls with one, so she should have one too. Lily says nothing. I pause, then keep going. I know you don't believe me, but I need to say it. I'm done drinking, and I will never lay a hand on either of you again. You and Wawa don't have to be afraid in your own home. She's still so young. This kind of environment is not good for her. I get it all out in one breath. The weight pressing on my chest lifts just a little. Without waiting for Lily to respond, I quietly retreat to the side room. Lily watches until I disappear. She watches the door close. She has even less idea what to say now. In just one day, faced with this sudden, unexplainable change in the man she feared, she still cannot let her guard down. Back in the side room, I am not doing any better. My eyes are red. I clearly cried outside too. If I could choose, I would never have transmigrated here. Never have known any of this, especially seeing those scars all over Lily's body. My chest feels like it could cave in. I cannot fathom how anyone could carry that much hatred toward the people closest to them. They left me some food again, but when I step out, I see the bag I brought for them sitting on the coffee table, untouched. I press my lips together and sigh. I sit down and eat in silence. Then, the main bedroom door opens again. Wawa peeks out. She stares at me curiously. I quickly flash her a smile. This time, she doesn't run. Something in me loosens. This little one has a way of healing even the heaviest heart. I set down my chopsticks, and with every ounce of gentleness I have, I call softly, Wawa. My voice makes her give a small startled shiver, but she doesn't retreat. Instead, she glances back into the bedroom. Then, as if she's found the courage she needed, she looks at me again. A soft, small voice comes from her lips. Daddy. The moment I hear it, a shiver runs through me and my eyes go wet in an instant. It is the most beautiful word I have heard since I transmigrated into this world. Wawa tilts her head and looks at me curiously. This grown man who is somehow laughing and crying at the same time. I nod hard and stand up. I reach into the bag and pull out the doll. I hold it up and give it a little gentle wave in her direction. Something stirs behind Wawa's big eyes. She looks at the doll, then glances back at the bedroom. After a long, slow moment, she finally shuffles toward me. My heart pounds like a drum. I am terrified of doing anything that might scare off this little one who has taken so long to come this close. She reaches my side. She tilts her face up and takes a big sniff. Then a happy smile breaks across her face. Daddy doesn't smell bad anymore. Is the doll pretty? Her tiny hands reach out, wanting to take it, but afraid. She just stares up at me with those dark, bright eyes. I understand immediately. I slowly crouch down until we are eye to eye. I gently place the doll into her hands. Wawa finally takes it. Her little fingers stroke the doll's dress, and her eyes curve into happy crescents. Watching her joy, my feelings are impossible to untangle, especially as I look closely at her thin little face and the clothes she's wearing. Washed so many times they've gone pale, clearly several sizes too small. My heart stings like a needle is being pushed straight through it. She is only 3 years old. I clench my jaw. I blink away the tears fast and force a smile. I sit quietly and watch her play. In this moment, there is nothing else in my world. Meanwhile, in the main bedroom, Lily has already been crying, listening to the sound of her daughter's bright, bell-like laughter drifting in from outside. Before long, Wawa starts to tire. She hugs the doll tight, glances at me, still grinning like a fool, and runs back into the bedroom. What I don't know is, in just one single night, my song has gone viral. By 10 o'clock that same evening, my video has climbed to number 5 on the trending list. And at the same moment, the door to Shaylee's office, head of operations at the platform's headquarters, is knocked on. A technician bursts in, tablet in hand, sweating all over. Director Lee, we have a situation. A video just hit number 5 on the trending list in under 2 hours. What's the panic? Which influencer this time? It's not an influencer. It's a brand new account, registered today. And the video received 0 algorithmic boost. The content is just a song. The moment those words land, Shaylee's expression shifts completely. She pulls up the trending list immediately, and her eyes go even wider. It has already climbed to number 4. Let me see what this song actually is. A moment later, Shaylee goes completely silent. It is the most beautiful song she has ever heard. She clicks into the account profile immediately. The name reads, Bovan. She turns to Leo Lu. Boost this video right now. I want it at number 1 on the trending list by tomorrow. Leo nods hard. He knew he'd made the right call coming to her. After Leo leaves, Shaylee listens to the song one more time, fingers tapping lightly on her desk. After a moment, she picks up her phone and sends me a private message. But I have no idea. I am already up at 5. washed and out the door for a morning run. This body is in worse shape than I expected. I'm out of breath within minutes. Stop and go, stop and go. It takes me a full hour to finish 5 kilometers. By the time I get back, it's 7:30. I push open the front door and walk straight into Lily. She's just finished washing up. Water droplets cling to the hair at her forehead. She startles at the sight of me. I pause, a little awkward. Wawa's still sleeping. Go keep an eye on her. I'll shower and come make breakfast. Is there anything you'd like to eat? No, nothing. Whatever you make is fine. I'll go check on her. And just like that, she disappears into the bedroom like she's fleeing. I stare at the closed door. I shrug helplessly. After my shower, I'm absolutely starving. On top of that, the original soul's alcohol cravings are kicking in. I keep chugging hot water while I cook, trying to push through it. That's when Wawa wakes up. She's clutching the doll I gave her. She leans against the kitchen doorframe, watching me. I spin around and there she is. A smile jumps to my face instantly. Wawa, what do you want for breakfast? Daddy will make it for you. Wawa tilts her head and thinks hard for a long moment. Steamed egg. I love steamed egg. Then steamed egg it is. I answer with all the warmth I have and reach out to ruffle her hair, then quietly pull my hand back. Don't rush it. Take it slow. Wawa is starting to let me in. That alone gives me hope. My mood lifts so much that even the cravings and the hunger seem to melt away. I set breakfast on the table and go back to the side room as usual, letting them eat first. But this time, I can clearly hear laughter drifting in from outside. I lie on the bed and pick up my phone, which I'd left on silent. I want to check how the video is doing. The moment I unlock it, I freeze. How many notifications is that? I swallow hard and tap on my profile. The next second, over 1 million followers stares back at me. I blink, heart pounding. I tap on the video. Over 2 million likes, nearly 1 million comments. The smile on my face is completely uncontrollable. One song, and I'm famous overnight. The entire comment section is begging for new music. Then comes the moment of truth. I open the creator dashboard. The number on the screen splits my face wide open. 320,000 yuan. No ads, no sponsorships, pure traffic alone. And I made 320,000 yuan in a single day. I finally breathe. Money. Be this tight anymore. Just yesterday, everything I had in this world amounted to a little over 1,000 yuan. Every grocery purchase had to be carefully calculated. I waste no time transferring the earnings to my bank account. Once the two of them finish eating, I step out and clear what's left on the table. After washing up the dishes, I grab my phone and head out. This run-down apartment complex was bought cheap back in the day. They once dreamed of moving somewhere better. But the original soul burned through every last cent of their savings. He even sold Lily's phone to buy alcohol. I walk out of the complex and head straight for the shopping mall I remember from his memories. The moment I walk in, I spot a phone store from one of the big domestic brands. A young saleswoman sees me. Her eyes light up and she comes right over. Hey there, looking to buy a phone? I nod. I scan the display case and point. Let me see that one. Great taste. This is our latest model. It even supports satellite calls. We also have SIM cards here. Is this for yourself? I shake my head. No, it's for my wife. The saleswoman blinks. A flicker of something like disappointment crosses her face. She's probably thinking, all the good ones are taken. But she keeps her smile perfectly professional. Your wife is so lucky. Though for the SIM card, she'd need to come in person with her ID. Fair enough. I didn't realize it required identity verification. Just box up the phone for me then. I pay and leave quickly. I still have a lot to get. No time to waste. Meanwhile, back at the apartment after I left, Lily has cleaned the entire place from top to bottom. She sits on the sofa and looks out the window. The smell of alcohol is completely gone. The fresh air feels surprisingly good. She watches Wawa playing happily nearby. The corner of Lily's mouth lifts without her even realizing it. Days like this, they feel like something worth living for. Then the lock turns. The sound yanks Lily out of her thoughts. Wawa scrambles to her feet and burrows into Lily's arms, clutching her doll. But from outside comes a noise neither of them expected, mixed in with my voice. Slow down, slow down. Don't scratch it. Tip it upright and push it in. Lily grabs Wawa and moves toward the bedroom, but her eyes can't help drifting toward the door. The next second, I appear in the doorway alongside a stranger, the two of us hauling in a cream-colored cloud sofa. I catch Lily's eye, and my face lights up. Hey, could you pour some hot water for the movers so they can take a break? Lily, who hasn't spoken to a stranger in so long, is flustered, but she nods. Okay, I'll get it now. My smile grows wider. I'm drenched in sweat but full of energy. Together with the movers, we bring in the new sofa and haul out the old one. Then the television, then the refrigerator, then the plants. With each new piece that comes in, the apartment transforms. It is a completely different place. The old furniture I sell off as a bundle for 800 yuan. Lily watches with a small pang. Those pieces were old, but they still worked. 800 yuan feels like almost nothing. But what she's really wondering is where I got all this money. By her math, this household should barely have enough left to buy groceries. After sending the movers off, I come back into the living room carrying a large bag, looking around with quiet satisfaction. Now this feels like a home. I wipe the sweat from my face. I set the bag on the new coffee table and sink into the soft sofa. In the kitchen doorway, the mother and daughter are still standing there, frozen. Wawa clings to Lily's leg like a curious little koala, her head swiveling left and right, taking everything in. I squint with satisfaction. I feel genuinely proud of myself. I reach into the bag and pull out a large pink toy, setting it on the coffee table. My eyes stay fixed on Wawa. Sure enough, her gaze snaps straight to it. I wave her over with one hand, eyes full of warmth. Come here. Come see what daddy got you. But Wawa doesn't run over right away. She tilts her face up toward Lily first. Only after Lily gives a small, silent nod does Wawa step forward, one careful step at a time. I tear open the packaging. It's a princess dollhouse, and it's a complete mess inside. The dollhouse is all over the place. Does Wawa want to help daddy decorate the little princess's home? Wawa's eyes go instantly bright. She inches forward until she's right at my knee. I smile gently, pick up the little princess doll, and put on the most helpless voice I can manage. The little princess isn't dressed yet. Daddy has no idea how to put clothes on a princess, so I'm counting on Wawa to do it. I hold the doll out toward her as I speak. Wawa's big eyes blink. Slowly, she raises one small hand, reaching until her fingers brush the doll in my hand. I keep my smile steady and gently place the doll into her palm. My big hand wraps around her tiny one. The moment I feel how small and soft it is, my smile deepens. I pick up a pink dress with my other hand. Please help the little princess get dressed. Can Wawa teach daddy how? Wawa feels the warmth of my hand around hers. She looks at the doll. She looks at my exaggeratedly helpless expression, and she laughs. Daddy is so silly. Wawa will teach you. Her little white teeth show as she laughs, leaning right against my leg. She works with clumsy, determined fingers to pull the dress onto the doll. I laugh right along with her. I follow her instructions with great humility, learning how to dress a princess doll. In this moment, this small apartment is flooded with light. Lily leans in the doorframe and watches quietly, her eyes slowly filling with tears. But the two of us don't get to play for long. I look up and catch Lily standing there, lost in thought. That faded light blue shirt she's wearing suddenly hits me like a slap. My eyes narrow sharply. A realization strikes me. Those are matching mother-daughter outfits. Lily secretly bought them for Wawa's second birthday, behind the original soul's back, and she was beaten for it. Her phone was sold because of it. The memory hits me like a wall. I go silent. Then, I lurch to my feet, clap a hand over my mouth, and stumble into the bathroom, retching violently. I understand now what it feels like when a person with a conscience relives someone else's cruelty through their own eyes. The rage and disgust are unbearable. The sudden sound terrifies the mother and daughter. Lily jolts and rushes to the sofa, scooping Wawa up into her arms. Wawa burrows as deep into Lily's chest as she can. She is terrified that the daddy who just came out of the bathroom will burst out and hurt them the way he used to. After a long moment, I drag myself out of the bathroom, eyes bloodshot. Seeing Lily and Wawa so frightened makes me feel even worse. My stomach is still churning, but I force myself through it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I just felt unwell for a moment. The truth is, every time I remember that I'm living inside this monster's body, it feels like 1,000 insects crawling all over my skin. Seeing the fear still in their eyes, I let out a heavy sigh and walk quietly into the kitchen. Wawa probably hasn't had enough playtime yet. Keep her company for a bit. I'll handle lunch. Lily studies the side of my face carefully. So familiar. So strange. She finally gives a small nod. She carries Wawa back to the sofa. Wawa peeks out cautiously, and when she sees that I'm still the same gentle daddy, a smile slowly returns to her little face. By the time lunch is ready, the smell drifts all through the living room, but Lily watches me set the food on the table and disappear back into the side room without a word. Her lips part slightly, but she has nothing to say. During the meal, Wawa holds her spoon in her mouth and furrows her little brow. Mommy, why doesn't daddy eat with us anymore? Lily is chewing a small piece of stir-fried pork, her favorite dish. Since the original soul couldn't handle spice, she hasn't tasted it in a very long time. At her daughter's question, she glances toward the side room, then back, and suddenly she smiles. A smile like spring blossoms opening. That's because daddy and mommy aren't quite ready yet. Wawa doesn't understand. Her little brow furrows even more. Inside the side room, I'm staring blankly at the wall. I keep telling myself it wasn't my fault, but no matter what I tell myself, the original soul's actions are now part of my story. Left with no better option, I pick up my phone and scroll to distract myself. My video is still sitting at the top of the trending list. The comments are all demanding new music. Just then, I hear the sound of dishes being washed. I put down my phone and step out. They've left food on the table for me. Lily is at the sink in the kitchen. Wawa is on the sofa, playing with her new toys. When she sees me come out, she isn't as frightened as before. I smile and reach over to gently pat her head. Then I look toward the kitchen. Lily steps out and finds me looking at her. She tenses immediately. Her hands clutch helplessly at the hem of her shirt. Seeing her shrink like that makes me frown. And inside, I sigh. It was precisely because of her gentle, quiet nature that the original soul felt so free to hurt her. The thought makes my frown soften immediately. I pick up the phone I just bought and set it on the table. I look at Lily and speak as gently as I can. I got you a phone. See if you like it. And there are some things I'd like to talk through with you. Can you come sit down? Lily has been keeping her head down. At my words, she looks up sharply. The first thing she meets is my eyes, clear and steady. Then she sees the brand new phone box on the table. Lily hesitates. Then she gives a quiet okay and slowly walks over to sit down. What did you want to talk about? Her voice is barely above a whisper. You'd have to lean in just to hear her, but I don't answer. Instead, I pick up the box, open it on my own, and take out the pale blue phone. I set it up quickly, then hand it directly to Lily. This is yours. You'll need to go get a SIM card yourself. I've already saved my number in it. If I'm ever not home, just call me. I keep talking as I pull a stack of cash from my pocket and set it in front of her. Money I just withdrew. Take Wawa out this afternoon if you have nothing going on. Staying home all the time isn't good for either of you. Get whatever you need, especially clothes. Both of yours are way too small. And open a bank account. Carrying cash around isn't safe. I just keep going, one thing after another, getting out everything that's been on my mind. But Lily just looks up at me and stares. Listening to me ramble on, her eyes slowly begin to redden. I notice she still hasn't taken the phone. I rub my nose helplessly. You don't like it? I thought the color was nice, and it's the latest model. If you don't like it, we can go pick a different one. But Lily just holds my gaze for a long, quiet moment. No, I like it, thank you. Her voice is still barely there, catching slightly in her throat, trembling at the edges. Just then, our eyes meet. I look away first, a little awkward, but inside I exhale with relief. Good, no need to thank me. Alright, I'm going to eat. I stand up and practically march to the table, digging in with great enthusiasm. Lily is still wondering where all this money is coming from, but she doesn't ask. She just picks up the new phone and studies it carefully. Wawa wanders over to see what's happening. She stares curiously at the shiny new object in Mommy's hands. Lily reaches over and strokes her little head. The two of them study the phone together. After I finish eating, I'm sweaty and would love a shower, but they're in the living room all afternoon. I feel too awkward to intrude, so I sulk back into the side room until 5 in the afternoon, when the heat outside finally starts to ease. Lily hesitates on the sofa for a moment, then picks up the money from the table and takes Wawa out the door. It has been so long since Wawa has been outside. She loves going out, but Mommy never used to take her, and Daddy never allowed it either. So this time, she is beside herself with joy. Wawa holds her doll in one hand and Lily's hand in the other, skipping and bouncing the whole way, those big round eyes looking everywhere at once. Everything outside is new and wondrous to her. Lily, though, walks with stiff unease, her pace quickening without her realizing it. She watches the people passing by and feels a quiet shame she can't quite explain, especially looking down at the ill-fitting clothes she and Wawa are wearing. She keeps feeling like strangers are glancing at her a moment too long. The mall isn't far. She thinks it's just 2 streets over, but when she gets there, it has changed quite a bit from what she remembers. Just 2 years and it feels more polished than ever. The moment she walks in, she spots a phone store. There's a SIM card counter inside. Lily hesitates for a moment, then leads Wawa in. The store is fairly busy. The staff are all rushing around. Lily stands in the middle of it all, unsure what to do. She hasn't interacted with people in so long. Luckily, one of the saleswomen notices her and walks over. She pats Wawa's head first, then smiles warmly. What a sweet kid. Hi there. Are you here to buy a phone? Hearing the compliment about Wawa, Lily's face brightens into a smile too. I'd like to get a SIM card set up. Is that possible now? The saleswoman keeps her smile going, guiding Lily toward the counter as she speaks. Of course, right this way. We have several plans to choose from. May I ask what brand of phone you have? If it's one of ours, you'd get a discount on the plan. The word discount catches Lily's attention. She quickly pulls out the phone and holds it out. Would this one count? I think it might be your brand. It was bought this morning. The saleswoman pauses and takes a closer look at Lily. They only sold 2 of that model today, and now here's someone coming in to register a SIM card. She immediately thinks of me, the guy who came in this morning. So this woman and the little girl are his wife and daughter? But they're both so thin, and their clothes clearly don't fit. He didn't seem like someone who would treat his family this way. The saleswoman can't quite make sense of it, but she doesn't pry. Her smile stays in place as she exclaims, So the guy who came in this morning, that was your husband? You're so lucky. This is our newest model. With this phone, you qualify for this plan. Top up 100 and get 100 back, plus 600 free calling minutes included. The saleswoman is all enthusiasm. Lily is swept along in a daze. She pays, gets the card set up, and walks out of the store still half in a fog, the saleswoman's cheerful voice echoing in her head. But what really stays with her, she called him a good man. Lily almost wants to tell her, if he's such a good man, you're welcome to take him. After the phone store, Lily opens a bank account. She deposits everything she has. After the SIM card cost, she has 4,900 yuan left. I had given her exactly 5,000. She walks out of the bank, phone in one hand, new bank card in the other. She looks up at the towers and the sky around her, and for the first time in a long time she feels alive. She could leave now. She could take Wawa and go. She could use this money to find a job, support herself and her daughter. She could even chase her dreams again. The sudden possibility of freedom roots her to the spot. She stands there for a long moment, until a small voice breaks through. Mommy, can Wawa have one ice cream? Wawa, she snaps back. Wawa is still holding her hand, those round eyes locked onto the ice cream shop just down the way. She is practically drooling. Lily laughs, a real, radiant, full laugh. Yes, but only one. Or your little tummy will hurt. Wawa loves Mommy the most. Meanwhile, back at the apartment, seeing that they've finally gone out, I take a long, glorious shower. I have absolutely no idea that the Lily out there might not be coming back. After my shower, I start getting dinner ready. 2 meat dishes, 2 vegetable dishes, and a main. Tonight I'm thinking noodle soup, but since I don't know when they'll be back, I hold off on actually cooking it. I get the noodles cut and laid out on the board, then go collapse on the sofa and scroll through parenting tips. What to do when your child won't eat. Give them a good scolding. Absolutely not. Scroll, scroll. Wawa eats perfectly fine. That's not even a problem. Besides, that tiny, adorable little creature, I wouldn't lay a finger on her if my life depended on it. I scroll until my eyes start to droop. I yawn. I check the time. 7 o'clock at night. Why aren't they back yet? I sit up straight. Did something happen to them? I'm on my feet, shoes on, about to head out to find them, when I open the door and there they are. walking in. A breeze sweeps in with them. I go completely still. Lily is humming a soft, unknown melody, her steps light and easy. The way her mouth is turned up tells me her mood is good. Really good. She's carrying several shopping bags. Wawa has one hand hooked in Lily's sleeve, and the other still clutching the doll I gave her. But what stops me cold? They're both wearing brand new clothes that actually fit. Two pairs of bright, lovely eyes blink at me the moment they see me standing there. Then, Wawa leans in close, sweet as can be, and calls out, "Daddy!" Wawa is in the best mood, fresh from her first outing, and dressed in new clothes. That one little daddy from her lips moves me more than I can say. My voice comes out shaky when I answer. I crouch down and ruffle her hair, then scoop her up and carry her inside. "Daddy will make you noodles tonight, with 2 eggs on top, how's that?" "Yes, I love eggs, I love Daddy the most." Out of the doorway, Lily is left standing in the breeze, speechless. Wawa just declared her love for Mommy at the ice cream shop. That was barely an hour ago. Wawa doesn't have to wait long. The egg noodles are ready in no time. I set the bowl in front of her and give her little nose a gentle flick, then out of habit, start heading back to the side room. I've barely turned around when a tiny hand grabs the hem of my shirt. "Daddy, can you eat with Wawa?" That soft little voice. I turn back around and meet those hopeful eyes. I hesitate and steal a glance at Lily sitting beside her. Lily says nothing. She doesn't even look up, as if she didn't hear Wawa at all, quietly eating her noodles. I don't know what to say. This is genuinely tricky. What does the silence mean? I take a careful step forward. "Then I'll stay and eat with Wawa." Daddy sits next to Wawa. She pats the empty chair beside her with delight. I go back to the kitchen and bring out my own bowl, a little stiff. I sit down next to Wawa. Mommy on the left, Daddy on the right. Wawa in the middle, sandwiched between both parents for the very first time. The smile on her face never stops. She even eats with extra enthusiasm. She polishes off every single strand of noodles in her bowl. Lily has to stop her from going for more, worried she'll overstuff herself. Only then does Wawa relent. But after dinner, Wawa's wish to have both parents play dollhouse with her doesn't come true. In the end, it's just me keeping her company. Lily goes back to the main bedroom on her own after dinner. I understand. The fact that she let me sit at the table with them, that alone must have taken an enormous amount of courage. I try to put myself in her shoes. If I were her, after everything she went through, trying to live peacefully with the person who caused all that pain, I couldn't do it. Actually, wait. If it were me, there wouldn't even be a body left to find. I stay with Wawa all the way until 9 at night. She's so sleepy her little head keeps drooping. But she refuses to go to sleep. During this time, I also notice something that troubles me deeply. Wawa is 3 years old, and she still can't take off her own shoes. At 3, most children are starting preschool. I know this is the result of the broken environment she grew up in. It can't be fixed overnight, but it still aches. Just then, Lily comes out of the bedroom. She doesn't say anything. She just stands there quietly, watching the two of us on the sofa. The look in her eyes is clear. I get it immediately. I lift Wawa off the sofa and press a kiss to her little cheek. "Wawa," I say gently, eyes smiling. "Time for bed. Daddy will play with you again tomorrow, okay?" Wawa's heavy eyelids flutter open just a little. She looks at me, then turns to look at Lily. Then she suddenly buries her little face in my neck. "Wawa wants to sleep with Daddy tonight." Her words catch me completely off guard. Lily's expression flickers. The room goes very quiet. I look over at Lily with the most innocent face I can manage. This was entirely Wawa's idea. I had absolutely nothing to do with it. Lily quietly clenches her fist. This ungrateful little thing. All those years of taking care of her, and she switches sides in 2 days. In the end, Wawa gets her way. Lily gives her a quick wash-up, and Wawa burrows happily into my blanket. She wraps herself around my neck like a little koala and refuses to let go. I let her. This is the first time I've ever put a child to sleep. I remember what I read online about bedtime routines, so I tell her a gentle bedtime story. It doesn't take long. Wawa is utterly content. She drifts into a deep, peaceful sleep. The next morning, Wawa is still out cold. I get up early as usual, easing the bedroom door open quietly, and step into the living room. I'm getting ready for my morning run. Then, I stop. I almost can't believe what I'm seeing. I rub my eyes. The ointment I left on the coffee table is gone. A slow warmth rises in my chest. A knowing smile spreads across my face. I head out the door in a genuinely good mood. Morning run, shower, cook breakfast. All of it takes just over 2 hours. After breakfast, there's one more task on my list. Wake my daughter up. Wawa stirs at the sound of my voice. She rubs her drowsy eyes, and the moment she sees me, a sweet, sleepy grin slowly blooms across her face. She reaches out both chubby little arms in the universal signal for pick me up. I scoop her up gently right away. I help her into the new clothes from yesterday, then carry her out to the bathroom. I've watched plenty of videos about caring for small children, but theory is theory. Now that I'm actually doing it, I realize how hard it really is. She's so delicate. I'm afraid to use any real strength. So the whole thing is clumsy and awkward, especially doing her hair. I am completely out of my depth. After a long struggle, the best I can manage is a lopsided, crooked little ponytail. "Daddy is a big dummy!" Wawa pouts at her reflection in the mirror and mocks me shamelessly. I give her little nose a pinch. Wawa dissolves into giggles and reaches up to pinch my nose right back. Lily comes out of the bedroom to find this scene. She doesn't say a word. She quietly heads into the kitchen and brings out breakfast. She probably doesn't even notice that the corners of her mouth have already, without her realizing, turned up just slightly. After a simple breakfast together, all three of us, I don't hand Wawa back to Lily. Instead, I take her to the sofa and we go back to the dollhouse. Except this time, while we play, I casually start slipping in simple numbers, 1 through 10. Ever since I noticed the gaps in her development, I've quietly put together a plan. Build her ability to learn through everyday play, starting with numbers, then working up to basic life skills. It won't happen overnight. But Wawa is sharp. She's always been sharp. No one ever taught her, that's all. With just a little gentle nudging from me, she picks things up quickly. And I've also noticed, ever since Lily came back from the outing yesterday, something about her seems different. There's a brightness in her that wasn't there before. That's a good sign. It eases something in me. Lily sits nearby downloading apps on her new phone while quietly watching the two of us interact. She notices what I'm doing, the way I'm teaching Wawa without making it feel like teaching. She watches without letting on, and something small and sweet stirs inside her. She had always wanted to do this herself, but the way things were before, survival was already hard enough. How could she have found the space to be the kind of mother she wanted to be? Lily pulls her gaze away and looks back at her phone screen. The latest model really is fast. The apps download in seconds. Before she knows it, everything is installed. The moment Lily logs into her messaging app, unread notifications pop up immediately. It's Coco, the little assistant who worked with her for 2 years. Lily's contact list has always been small. The messages stretch all the way back from after the wedding, right up to just a few days ago, sent without pause. Most of them are just asking how she's doing. She never got a chance to reply. Reading through all of it now, something warm moves through her. She types back right away. I'm sorry, Coco, I wasn't able to respond before. I'm doing well now, don't worry. Less than 2 seconds after she sends it, a reply shoots back. Lily, you finally answered. I thought you got married and decided to ghost me forever. You don't even know, ever since you disappeared, the rumors at the company got out of control. Especially that awful Lisa Liu. She's been absolutely insufferable for 2 years, talks bad about you to anyone who'll listen, says you deserved it. It makes me so mad. Reading Coco's messages, Lily's lips pressed together quietly. Lisa wasn't wrong, she thinks. She did make her own choices. Back when they were both at the company, Lily was always a step ahead of Lisa. It makes sense that once she stepped away, Lisa would take her shot. Lily doesn't engage with any of that. Instead, she types, "How have you been, Coco? Is life treating you okay?" "I'm good, Lily, don't worry about me. I just miss you. Are you ever coming back?" Lily pauses. A flicker of longing passes through her eyes. Would she ever come back? She glances over at me, then at Wawa. After a moment, the longing fades. She types, "Probably not. But if you miss me, let's find a time to meet up." At that moment, in the Tianmei Entertainment Building downtown, a girl barely over 5 feet tall drops a heavy piece of equipment from her shoulder and starts frantically typing on her phone, until a sharp voice cuts through her excitement. "Ciao, Coco! Are you slacking off? Get back to work. You think you're still some top star's personal assistant? If you don't want the job, get out." The voice belongs to a woman with sharp, cunning features, chin tilted upward, narrow eyes full of contempt. "What are you staring at? Get that equipment to the recording studio. If you hold up my session, can you afford to pay for the delay?" Coco rolls her eyes at the woman but hoists the equipment back onto her shoulder and heads for the studio. "Lily, I'm off this Saturday. Message me if you're free." Reading that, Lily finally smiles. She scrolls through the rest, finds nothing else new, and switches over to her social media account. Her last post is from 2 years ago. The announcement that she was stepping away from the industry. What was once hundreds of thousands of followers has dwindled to just a few thousand. Among the remaining accounts, there are still some real fans, loyal ones. They leave messages for her regularly, checking in. Lily idly scrolls through the trending page, mostly entertainment gossip, when several posts catch her eye, all talking about the same song that's been going viral lately. A heavenly song, a mysterious singer. One video, one night, over 1 million followers. Bovin, who is he really? A deep dive into the song everyone's obsessed with. Lily is curious. She taps on one of the posts. The screen jumps to a video. A familiar guitar melody begins to play. The living room goes completely still. The only sound is the music filling all 3 of our ears. I turn my head away, awkward. Wawa's big eyes blink and blink. She tumbles into Lily's arms and stares at the phone screen. Lily is completely frozen. That voice, that melody, isn't that the song that drifted from his room a few days ago? She understands now. He was recording a video. Wawa speaks first. She points a tiny finger at the screen. She looks up at Lily. "That's Daddy. Daddy is in the phone." Lily strokes her head. "That's right, that's Daddy." Now she understands where all that money came from. Millions of likes. Of course there's money. She turns to look at me, the sharp lines of my profile, the weight of something unreadable in her gaze. Wawa, satisfied with Mommy's answer, launches herself back into my arms with even more joy. Her 2 little hands cup my face. Her eyes are completely lit up. Daddy has such a gentle voice. Wawa wants to sing too. Both chubby hands are still pressing on my cheeks. My expression melts completely. I bring up both hands and cup her little face the same way. Does Wawa like singing? Wawa's eyes curve into crescents. "Yes!" She answers without a second's hesitation. Her smile blazes brighter. "Perfect," I say. "Then Daddy will teach Wawa to sing. Once you've learned, we'll put you in the phone too. Deal?" Wawa nods furiously, then plants a big, enthusiastic kiss on my cheek. The reward hits me like a sunbeam. I light up instantly. Under Wawa's wide, admiring gaze, I dash back to the side room and come back with the guitar. I settle it in my arms and tune the strings. I turn around to find both Lily and Wawa staring at me without blinking. My face goes unexpectedly red. I clear my throat and strum lightly. Today Daddy is going to write a song just for Wawa. Daddy will sing it through once first so Wawa can hear it. Then Daddy sings a line and Wawa sings it back. Sound good? Wawa nods eagerly. Her face is full of anticipation. This song is called Courage Explosion. With that, I pluck the strings. A lively, bouncy melody rises through the living room. Wawa's sense of rhythm is surprisingly natural. Her little body begins to sway along with the beat. I can't help swaying right along with her. Watching this father and daughter moving in perfect sync, Lily's expression slowly softens. A quiet smile works its way onto her face. Without even deciding to, she joins in the rhythm. For the first time, all three of us are lost together in pure joy. In this moment, even the small apartment feels full of light. Following the song, Wawa balls up her little fist and thrusts it forward like a tiny champion. I set down the guitar, mirror her motion, then reach out and tap her gently on the tip of her nose. Wawa throws herself into my arms, both little arms wrapping tight around my neck. Daddy, I like this, Daddy. Please don't go back to how you were before. Her small, soft voice settles into me. My mouth falls open slightly. My eyes fill. I pull her tight and bury my face in her little shoulder. Daddy will never be like that again. My voice is rough but steady. Lily can't see my face, but she is already crying, and she is smiling. She knows those days are gone. They are never coming back. I'm the first one to pull myself together. I set the guitar aside and settle Wawa on my lap. Wawa, time to learn the song. I'll sing it through, then you copy me line by line, okay? Okay. Wawa agrees instantly. What follows is a full lesson between father and daughter. The living room rings with our voices for the entire morning. Seeing the two of us so absorbed, Lily quietly slips into the kitchen and makes lunch, but her cooking is noticeably not as good as mine. At the table, Wawa announces loudly that she wants Daddy to cook every single meal from now on. Lily shoots Wawa a deeply offended look. Inside, she is absolutely indignant. This ungrateful little creature. 2 days and she's already been completely won over. The warmth of this feels right. This is what a real family should feel like. Wawa learns fast. In just 3 days she can sing Courage Explosion all the way through. At her very enthusiastic insistence, I film a video of her and post it to the platform. In the video, Wawa is wearing a pink princess dress, a big bow in her hair, her tiny body swaying with the music. She is impossibly cute. I cannot stop grinning the entire time I'm filming. Pure, unfiltered pride. Lily, watching from the side, catches a glimpse of my expression. She nearly chokes, trying not to laugh. She has never seen this face on me before. Over these 3 days, thanks to my behavior, things between Lily and me have thawed noticeably. At the very least, Lily now initiates small conversations with me on her own. No one could have predicted that Bovin's second video would be a children's song. Original, as always, and just as beautiful. At the platform's headquarters, Leo Lu spots the video immediately. After watching the whole thing, he doesn't even hesitate. Maximum boost, no question. A kid this adorable, a song this good? Leo is beaming. His smile reaches all the way to both ears. The trending list explodes again. The storm from the first song hasn't even fully settled, and now Courage Explosion is already sweeping through. This time the momentum is even faster. Within a single afternoon, the likes hit 5 million. The comment count is beyond counting. That evening, I have to silence my phone again. I sit on the sofa with Wawa in my arms, scrolling through the comments without stopping, because every single one is gold. I genuinely cannot put the phone down. The top comment reads, "If I had a daughter like her, I would personally clear every troublemaker within 50 miles. The next morning, Saturday, I've just finished my run, wiping sweat from my face as I push open the front door, and I walk straight into Lily stepping out of the bathroom, wearing the new slip dress she bought. She's clearly just showered, drying her hair, her cheeks flushed pink from the warm air. Our eyes meet. A line of poetry surfaces in my mind, unbidden, natural and unadorned. A lotus rising from clear water. It fits her perfectly in this moment. Lily notices me staring at her like a complete fool. She instinctively pulls her neckline closed. Color floods her face. Even the tips of her ears go red. They've been married for over 2 years, and yet somehow this feels like the first flutter of something new. Morning. Lily forces herself to stay calm and greets me, already walking faster toward the bedroom as she says it. I reply simply. Lily says nothing more, and essentially flees back into the room. I smile helplessly. I shake the wandering thoughts out of my head and hum my way into the bathroom. Shower, cook, wake Wawa up, the usual 3. When I push open the bedroom door, Wawa is still fast asleep. Mouth slightly open, sprawled out across the entire bed like a tiny starfish. After several days of real meals and proper rest, there is color in her cheeks that wasn't there before. She's still too thin, but the difference is visible. I sit on the edge of the bed and watch her for a moment, then lean down and give her little nose a gentle pinch. Wawa, time to get up and eat. She pouts in her sleep and slowly cracks one eye open. When she sees me, the corners of her mouth curl up helplessly. She reaches out her short little arms and wraps them slowly around my neck. Daddy, she murmurs, soft and clingy. I smile and lift her up, carrying her out of the bedroom. I set her on the little stool in front of the sink. These past 2 days, Wawa has been washing her own face and brushing her own teeth. I stand beside her, steadying her, squeezing toothpaste, handing her the towel. Wawa is a quick learner. Just 2 days of practice, and she has it down. Lily steps out of the bedroom at the same moment, her long hair twisted up into a small bun on top of her head. The sight of her like this gives me an involuntary jolt. I give a silent nod of approval. This is what being in your 20s should look like. Still too thin though. If she had a little more to her, she'd look even better. Lily feels a flutter of nerves. Her cheeks are faintly pink. This is the first time she's gotten herself ready like this at home. She doesn't know if it looks good or not. She glances over at me, busy with Wawa, and quietly takes her seat at the table, giving nothing away. She thinks, his eyes definitely lit up just now, so it must look good. Wait, why do I even care what he thinks? Lily puffs out her cheeks in quiet frustration, chopsticks absent-mindedly stirring her bowl. She is irritated at herself. At that same moment, I sit down with a freshly washed Wawa in my lap. Wawa sings out, "Mommy," and picks up her little spoon, scooping up golden millet porridge. Then Lily speaks. "Do you want to come out with us today?" I look up from my bowl, surprised. Lily gives a small nod, not looking at me, but her ears have gone red. "Sure," I say without hesitation. On the way, I flag down a cab. We're heading to Yida Plaza in the city center. Lily has plans to meet her former assistant Coco Zhao at a bubble tea shop there. The reason I'm invited at all is entirely because Coco wanted to see Wawa, and Wawa has become my little shadow these past few days, inseparable from me. So I'm basically just riding Wawa's coattails. After 2 whole years, she's finally going to see Lily again. Coco can barely contain her excitement. She arrives early, already has drinks waiting, and sits there with her eyes glued to the entrance. Coco worked alongside Lily for a year and a half. They became as close as sisters. Lily was always good to her. But then Lily got together with the original soul, and Coco never understood why. What did she see in someone like that? She couldn't figure it out. She tried to talk Lily out of it, but Lily had made up her mind, completely unmovable. Coco is still lost in all these thoughts when she suddenly spots a familiar figure in the doorway, hand in hand with a small child who's practically bouncing off the floor. Her eyes light up. She shoots to her feet and waves. "Lily, over here!" Lily hears her name and looks up to find Coco waving wildly. A smile spreads across her face. Coco hasn't changed at all, still as bright and lively as ever. When they reach each other, both pairs of eyes are shining, not just with joy, but with something more. 2 people who missed each other for a long time, finally, face to face. Neither of them can quite hold it in. Coco looks Lily over carefully, eyes going even redder. She grabs Lily's hand. Her lips tremble. "Lily, you've gotten so thin. Did that man treat you badly? Where is he? I'll deal with him myself." Lily presses her lips together. She sits down with Coco and settles Wawa beside her. "Coco, don't worry. He treats me well now. What about you? How's work been since I left?" "I'm fine, Lily. You have no idea how much I missed you." They catch up for a while, trading news until Coco finally turns her attention to Wawa. Wawa has been sitting quietly beside Lily the whole time, perfectly well behaved, while Coco was too busy catching up with Lily to really look at her. Now that she does, her eyes go wide. She looks just like Lily, like they were made from the same mold, especially those bright, expressive eyes. You fall for her the moment you look at her. "So this is Wawa? She looks just like you. She's absolutely adorable." Coco says this while sliding out of her chair. She crouches down in front of Wawa and cups her little face gently. Then her brow knits slightly. Wawa is just as thin as Lily. Coco's anger rises fast. She is absolutely certain that man treated Lily and the child terribly. The more she thinks about it, the angrier she gets. She wants to confront him right now. She looks up at Lily. "Lily, didn't you say he was coming too? Where is he?" Lily can feel Coco's hostility toward me radiating off her. She doesn't quite know what to say. She manages an awkward little smile. Wawa wanted ice cream, so he went to stand in line for her. Coco catches the expression on Lily's face. It makes her even angrier. Lily has always been gentle and reserved, but now that gentleness has a layer of something fragile underneath it. Coco feels it clearly. Not wanting to frighten Wawa, she bites it back and drops into her seat with a cold exhale. Inside, she is silently fantasizing about ending me. She's just about to say something when she stops dead. Her eyes sharpen as they lock onto the entrance of the shop. Lily is confused. Her expression grows even more awkward. She assumes I've walked in and triggered Coco further. She's about to turn around when a high-pitched voice rises behind her. "Coco, you have time for bubble tea? Did you finish the work I gave you?" "Lisa, give it a rest. Today is my day off." Coco's expression sours. She looks like a small cat with all its fur standing on end, glaring daggers at Lisa Liu. Lily turns around and recognizes her immediately. Lisa Liu, a fellow artist from the same company, who built her name as a serious vocalist. "Isn't that Lily? Shouldn't you be home being a good little wife and mother? What are you doing out here, bothering Coco?" Lisa's eyes carry a smile. Her words carry nothing but venom. Before Lily can even respond, Coco erupts. "Lisa, mind your own business. It's not a work day. Save the attitude. Lily, let's go. There's a stray dog barking in here. It's ruining the vibe." Coco scoops up Wawa as she speaks and grabs Lily's hand to pull her away, but Lisa steps directly into their path. She glances at Lily with a slight raise of her brow, still smiling. "My Lily, you've gotten so thin. Rough life? Come tell me. I'm generous enough to throw you a bone. You see, Coco here has been doing odd jobs under me. That's a good life, right, Coco?" Coco stares at Lisa in stone-faced silence. Lily snaps her head toward Coco, her eyes full of disbelief. Odd jobs? Heavy labor? How could the company put Coco through that? But this is clearly not the moment to ask. When Lily turns back to Lisa, anger has entered her eyes. She's just about to speak when Coco beats her to it. "My contract with the company expires at the end of the month. I'll be leaving then." I just hope a certain someone doesn't climb so high that the fall kills her. If Lily ever makes a comeback, a certain person might start having nightmares. Lisa stiffened. She does have a complicated history with Lily. For a full year and a half, Lily stood above her in everything. Back then, who didn't know Lily's name? But Lisa recovers quickly and laughs. She fixes Lily with a contemptuous look. A comeback? That's the funniest thing I've heard in years. What company would sign a washed-up artist with a kid in tow? Speaking of the kid, Lily, she's actually quite pretty. Maybe groom her into the next big star. Lisa says all this with a sneer on her face, and then, caught up in herself, she actually reaches out to pinch Wawa's cheek. Get your hands off her. Touch her once, and I promise you won't find a single person to cry to. My eyes are sharp and cold. I close the distance fast, hand the ice cream to the three of them, then turn to face Lisa directly, putting myself between her and Lily and Wawa. Lisa startles and takes 2 involuntary steps back. Apparently I'm pretty intimidating when I'm angry, but she steadies herself and looks at me carefully, and suddenly laughs. Oh, it's this deadbeat! I thought you were someone important. So it's you. What? Planning to make a scene in public? I frown. I glance back at Lily with a questioning look, clearly asking who this woman is. Lily says she's a singer from her old company, and she wasn't expecting to run into her here. My angry expression might not scare Lisa, but Lily is a little frightened by it. When she sees me looking at her, she lowers her head slightly. Seeing that, my frown deepens. I sigh inside. I don't push Lily further. I turn back around and look down at Lisa. A singer? Sorry, never heard of you. Don't know you either. All I know is that a well-behaved dog doesn't block the path, so please move. I say it with complete seriousness. Lisa's voice goes even sharper. Know your place. You think I don't know you spent your days sucking up to Ye Tian and Chen Shui from that idol group? Taking them out for drinks every chance you got, and now you want to act tough in front of me? I search the original Soul's memories for those names. It comes back to me. They were members of the original Soul's old idol group. After he left the industry, he tried to make a comeback, and he really did grovel and buy them drinks, trying to get their help. They ignored him entirely. I don't know those two well either, I say. Keep this up and I'll call security. Lisa shoots me a vicious glare, but she steps aside. I take Lily's hand, signal Coco to follow, and walk straight out. But as we pass Lisa, she calls out to Lily one more time. What a shame. A certain someone will never sing again. Lily, my new single drops at the end of the month. Lisa laughs as she says it, bright and satisfied. How could you even compare yourself to me? Her words hang in the air. Coco is barely holding herself back from slapping her. She knows better than anyone how much Lily loves to sing, and how she can't, right now. What Lisa just said is designed to cut deep. My steps pause for just a moment. I look at Lisa, then keep walking, expressionless. Lily says nothing. She just presses her lips quietly together, and then a small, clear voice rises up, crisp and certain. Mommy sings way better than you. You're a mean lady. Everyone freezes. No one expected Wawa to speak up for her mother like that. I pause for exactly 1 second, then I smile and ruffle her hair. Inside, I think, that's my girl. Absolutely my daughter. Whatever anger I was still carrying evaporates completely the moment Wawa speaks. I don't bother looking back at Lisa. We leave that place behind and find a restaurant nearby. Lily and Coco talk as they walk. There's been something Coco has been holding back, something she didn't want to bring up on the street. Now that they're seated with no one around, Lily takes Coco's hand and finally asks what she's been wanting to ask. Coco, how did you end up doing odd jobs for Lisa? And what about Manager Yun? What is she doing now? Manager Yun was Lily's former manager, nearly 40, but always sharp and capable. At Lily's question, Coco's expression falls. After you left, Manager Yun was let go not long after. She looked for work for a long time and couldn't find anything. Then her mother got sick and was hospitalized. She needed to be at the hospital constantly, so she took a job as a caretaker. Lily didn't expect this. She stares ahead, slightly dazed, seeing the image of Manager Yun as she used to be, decisive, capable, unstoppable. The two of them fall quiet. Lily presses her lips together. She knows. This is her fault. If she hadn't been so stubborn, none of this would have happened to Manager Yun. Manager Yun broke company rules for her so many times. When Lily was at the top, the company looked the other way. But the moment Lily walked away from it all, it wasn't hard to imagine what happened to the people she left behind. The meal is quiet and heavy. They eat quickly. Coco stays a little longer to talk, then rushes off. Lily's mood stays low. The three of us had planned to take Wawa to an amusement park this afternoon. But Lily doesn't feel like it anymore. I can feel it. I want to say something, but I don't find the words. I still don't fully understand why Lily was so set on marrying the original Soul in the first place. Like she was under a spell she couldn't break. Lily wants to go home. She wants to be alone with her thoughts. But then she looks at Wawa, those hopeful eyes, and she can't bring herself to disappoint her. For Wawa's sake, the three of us head to the amusement park after all. Wawa is overjoyed. It's her first time at a place like this. She grabs my hand and pulls me forward with everything she's got. Lily pushes herself to show up fully. She wants Wawa's first trip to be a good memory, even if her own heart is heavy. The three of us start with the carousel, then several more rides. The sky gradually darkens without any of us noticing. Colorful lights blink on across the park. The last ride is the Ferris wheel. By the time I carry Wawa in and the door closes, she is already asleep against my chest. The Ferris wheel lifts us slowly upward. Below, the colored lights sparkle and shimmer. The buildings shrink. What I don't know is that this is Lily's first time at an amusement park too. and her first time on a Ferris wheel. Her bright eyes take in everything through the glass, shining with curiosity. She watches the world outside. I watch her. Maybe she senses it, because her ears slowly go pink. She gives me a look, somewhere between flustered and reproachful. I've never seen that expression on her before. It's a lot to take in. The Ferris wheel's soft light falls across her thin face. Something about it makes me go quiet. We're still rising. Then, bursts of fireworks launch from the castle below, blooming into the sky. In that flash of light, I see a smile on Lily's face. A real one. From somewhere deep inside her, I'm almost staring. The wheel reaches its highest point. The fireworks are vivid and close. Lily's face is luminous. I speak. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Not like before. My voice is soft against the sound of the fireworks. Lily doesn't catch it. She turns toward me with a questioning look. I don't meet her eyes. I keep my gaze on the fireworks above. You're too gentle. That's not always a good thing. It makes you easy to hurt. You don't have to keep living in fear. I know you want to sing. I know there's so much you want to do. Go do it. Wawa has me. Lily doesn't answer. I turn to look at her and find 2 silent tears running down her face. Her lips are pressed together, her eyes fixed on me, unblinking. The depth of grief and confusion in her gaze is almost overwhelming. I panic. I have no idea what just made her cry. Who are you? Lily keeps staring at me. Her eyes are full of tears. Her voice is quiet, but it lands in my chest like a bell. I say nothing. The air goes still. Even the fireworks seem to fade. After a long moment, I look at her gently and smile. Then I speak. My voice comes out rougher than I expected. I'm Flynn Liu. Lily keeps looking at me. My smile does something to her heartbeat, sends it scattered, stumbling. My answer is the last one she expected. She looks into my eyes, clear and bright, and her tears fall faster. She wraps her arms around her own knees, tucks her face down, and cries quietly. Then she speaks. Right, you're Lu Fan. Who else would you be? Let me tell you a cliché little story. A boy, 1 year older, who protected her. One day, a group of boys came after her. He put himself between her and them. He made sure she didn't get hurt, not even once. He took every blow himself. In her eyes back then, that boy was her whole world. But after that day, he disappeared. Until one day she found him again, and she got to marry him, just like she always wanted. I go completely still. Something finally makes sense. Lily lifts her face. Her eyes are blurred with tears. She looks so alone, so small. She has finally said out loud what she kept buried for years. No one ever understood her stubbornness. Everyone said she was throwing herself away. But she believed, only she believed, that it was worth it. And the result was so much worse than anything she could have imagined. She has regretted it countless times. Until now. Until this version of you appeared. She asked who you are. You said, I'm Lu Fan. That's enough. I finally understand her. Seeing the warmth and tenderness in my eyes, Lily can't hold herself back any longer. She throws herself into my arms. She tucks in next to Wawa, crying softly. Wawa stirs awake, blinking in confusion at Mommy. She looks a little put out at losing her spot, then breaks into a grin and wraps one arm around me and one arm around Lily, pressing a kiss to each of our cheeks. Today is the best day ever, Wawa declares. I look at the two of them in my arms and laugh despite myself. A helpless, quiet laugh. Life is moving in the right direction. That's enough. But some plans are going to need adjusting. The fireworks fade. The Ferris wheel slowly descends. Lily walks ahead, carrying Wawa. I follow behind, watching her stride forward at a remarkable pace. I touch my nose. Ever since we stepped off the Ferris wheel, Lily has pulled away from me completely, as if someone flipped a switch and she's back to keeping her distance. Inside, she is a nervous wreck. Even her grip on Wawa is tighter than usual. Her ears and cheeks are burning. She actually stayed in my arms for that long, snuggling in like a little girl. Mortifying. She's probably convinced I'm laughing at her right now. She definitely caught the look on my face when we got off. The thought makes her walk even faster. I have absolutely no idea why this woman has suddenly developed the speed of a professional athlete. I'm practically jogging to keep up. We make it out the gates and Lily shows no signs of slowing down. I have to call out, "Hey, are you planning to walk all the way home? Let's get a cab here." Lily finally stops. She stands at the roadside, not looking at me. She is now even more convinced I've been laughing at her this whole time. This is so embarrassing. Even worse than before. It takes a while before I manage to flag one down. For the first time, the thought crosses my mind, I should get a car. We make it home. I carry Wawa to her room and settle her in. Then I head to my own room and fall asleep almost the moment I lie down. Unlike me, Lily is restless. She lies in bed and every time she closes her eyes, her mind fills with images from the amusement park. She yanks the blanket up over her face in quiet frustration, willing herself to sleep. But her eyelashes keep fluttering. A quiet, constant confession of how unsettled she really is. 6 in the morning, I'm up as usual. Morning run. Wash up. Cook breakfast. Wake Wawa. All done. But Lily still hasn't come out of her room. I look at the closed bedroom door. I scratch my head. We did get back late last night. I let her sleep. I leave a portion of breakfast for her, wash up the dishes, and come out of the kitchen. Just as Lily finally emerges, cheeks faintly pink, crossing through the living room. She heads to the bathroom to wash up. "Do you still want to sing?" I ask. She hears my voice. Lily goes still for a moment and doesn't respond. I lean against the bathroom doorframe, phone in hand, and wait quietly for her answer. After a moment, her soft voice reaches me. Yes. Nothing more than that one word. In Lily's heart, the life she's living now is already something she couldn't have dared to dream of during those 2 years. And singing, that was a dream too far away to even look at directly. She had buried it. I don't ask anything more. I just nod and take my phone back to the side room. I open the message inbox. It has been completely overwhelmed. Ever since the first video went up, I skimmed through it once and haven't touched it since. Finding anything specific now is nearly impossible. But I scroll through carefully, patiently working through message after message. Then, my eyes land on something. I tap it open and read. My finger taps the screen quietly. My original reason for posting the video was simple: make money. Earn enough to give Wawa and Lily a stable life, then quietly step back. But after yesterday, I've changed my mind. The message is straightforward. Starlight Entertainment cordially invites you to join our team. With your musical talent, we will make you a top-tier star in the shortest time possible. A phone number at the end. Starlight Entertainment, one of the 3 biggest companies in the industry. I don't hesitate. I dial. It rings twice, then connects. Hello? Hello? Who is this? Hi, my account name is Bovan. I received your company's message inviting me. Is now a good time to talk? On the other end, Shaylee at headquarters picks up and blinks in surprise. She didn't actually expect him to call. It's been days since she sent that message. She had assumed he wasn't interested in the industry. Hello? Still there? I ask into the silence. Shaylee snaps back to attention, and a smile spreads across her face before she can stop it. Because right now, the hottest name on the entire internet is none other than this mysterious Bovan.
This is Shaylee, Deputy Director of Talent and Operations at Starlight Entertainment.
Are you calling to join us? Deputy Director Lee, I appreciate it, but I'm not currently looking to enter the industry myself. But I'd like to recommend a singer to your company, if you're open to it. Shaylee can't hide her disappointment. She gives a quiet, resigned shake of her head. She wants Bovan. Mr. Bovan, I'm only a deputy director. If you were coming yourself, I could make the call on my own authority. But for someone else, don't worry about that. The person I'm recommending sings at an absolutely elite level, and I'll write and compose for her personally. I understand, Mr. Bovan. I'll need to check with my superiors. Sure, I'll wait to hear from you. 5 hours later, the call comes back. Mr. Bovan, we've discussed it. We're willing to take on your recommendation. However, you currently only have 2 songs out, and one of them is a children's song. Don't misunderstand. Both songs are excellent, but the people above want further proof of your composing ability. Would you be willing to demonstrate? As expected, 2 songs isn't enough to convince them. Sure, simple and direct. Shaylee, who had been bracing herself, is caught off guard by how quickly I agree. Something in her settles with relief. She's been working on this all day. She believes in Bovan's talent. But the people above were skeptical. In the end, the company agreed to give Bovan a chance, because there happens to be a challenge circulating in the industry right now, one that has led several companies to bring in many different songwriters. None have passed. If Bovan can solve it, all doubt disappears. Mr. Bovan, can we meet in person to go over the details? We would need you to come in and compose on site. Shaylee is sincere and direct. She also, privately, wants to see what this mysterious person actually looks like. I think it over. Aside from taking care of Wawa, there's nothing keeping me here. I agree without hesitation. Sure, when and where? Tomorrow would be ideal if possible. The sooner the better for you. It shows your commitment. Tomorrow afternoon then. After the call ends, I book a flight for 10 the next morning. Before long, I drift off to sleep on the sofa. When Lily comes back with Wawa from their outing, they find me out cold. Wawa pads over to the sofa and curls softly into my arms. In my dream, I feel something like a small cat rubbing against my face, making it hard to breathe. I jolt awake. Wawa's bright laughter rings around me. I look down and find my daughter's soft little hand pinching my nose shut. Daddy, dinner's ready! I break into a warm smile. Suddenly I think, this kind of life is really not bad at all. The smell of food drifts in from the dining area. My stomach stirs. Lily steps out of the kitchen carrying 2 bowls of rice. She glances at me. You didn't wake up, so I went ahead and cooked. It looks and smells amazing. I'm already hungry just looking at it. At the compliment, Lily goes a little shy. She nods and goes back for the last bowl. The 3 of us sit down together. I place a piece of crispy pork into Wawa's bowl. Then I turn to Lily. I have to go out tomorrow. Not sure how many days I'll be. Lily is mid-sip of her soup. My words catch her off guard. She chokes. I quickly hand her a napkin, genuinely concerned. She takes it, turns away to wipe her mouth. Hearing that I'm leaving has thrown her off balance. She doesn't know whether she should ask where I'm going. Just a week ago, she was the one who wanted to run. Now, hearing that I'm the one leaving, she is surprised to find herself not wanting it. It's Wawa who asks first. Where is Daddy going? I ruffle her hair. Daddy's going to find Mommy a job. Then I look at Lily. I'm sorry. I made this decision without asking you first. I didn't say anything until I had something real to report. A company reached out. I'm going to meet with them. If it works out, you'll be able to make your comeback officially. Starlight Entertainment. It's a solid company. Lily looks at me instinctively. I'm completely serious. In the moment our eyes meet, Lily's eyes fill with tears. Her lids go pink at the edges. Those beautiful eyes go soft as water. It's a lot. I quickly drop my gaze back to my bowl. Lily never imagined there would come a day when she could actually sing again, let alone that this man would be the one to make it happen, entirely on his own initiative. Thank you. I love singing. I really love it. Lily's voice is quiet, but grows steadier as she speaks. She loves singing, and she wants Coco and manager Yun to have better lives too. to stop being walked over. Ever since seeing Coco today, she hasn't stopped thinking about them. Don't thank me. You being happy is enough. I look up, eyes warm. The next morning, I stand at the door. Go back inside. I'll be back in 2 days at most. Don't worry. I flag down a cab to the airport and turn back to Lily. She nods, and there is something in her eyes that looks unmistakably like reluctance. The same woman who not long ago wanted nothing more than to run from me. And yet, in just a matter of days, she would actually feel reluctant to see me go. It's only 2 days. You'd think it was a farewell forever. I steel myself and stop looking. I turn and get in the cab. As the car pulls away, 2 small figures shrink in the rearview mirror. I close my eyes. I can't quite name what I'm feeling. 3 hours later, the moment I step off the plane, the energy of this city hits me. Compared to Jiangcheng, this place is packed. I follow the surge of the crowd, barely able to move. I finally reach exit 5 and breathe again. I stop at the top of the exit ramp and scan the sea of people holding signs looking for my name. Before leaving, I arranged with Shaylee to be picked up here. There are so many signs, most of them fans waiting for someone famous. It takes me a while before I finally spot a tall woman in a sharp professional blazer, holding a sign that reads, Bovan. I walk up and give a small wave. Hi, Deputy Director Lee, I'm Bovan. Flynn Liu, in real life. Sorry to keep you waiting. Shaylee looks at me. A flicker of surprise passes through her eyes, but she covers it quickly. She knew he'd be young. She didn't expect this young. And that face, completely built for stardom. Shaylee can't help feeling a twinge of regret. If only she could sign him instead. Hi, I'm Shaylee. It's too crowded here. My car is in the underground lot. It's around lunchtime. Let's find somewhere to eat and talk properly. Sure, I nod. We walk out side by side. Shaylee is clearly someone who's been in the game a long time. She keeps the conversation going naturally as we walk. She expected someone this young to be awkward and stilted, but I keep up with her effortlessly. Talking freely, not an ounce of shyness. Shaylee's opinion of me quietly goes up another notch. Exceptional people always find a way to hold their own, wherever they go. I have no idea she's thinking this. If I did, I'd probably find it a little funny. I carry the memories of 2 lifetimes. Add them together, and I'm well past 50. If I couldn't handle a simple conversation by now, I'd have no business being alive. We get in the car. I watch the glittering city scroll past the window. Shaylee points out local landmarks as we drive. Before long, we're at a restaurant. Once we're seated and waiting for the food, she gets down to it. I'll call you Mr. Liu if that's all right. Now, who exactly are you recommending? Is this someone from the industry or a newcomer? Has Deputy Director Lee heard of Lily Shen? She was a singer. She stepped away from the industry for a while. This would be her comeback. As soon as we're talking business, my expression shifts, serious and focused. Shaylee's brow furrows slightly. She's heard Lily Shen's music. The vocal ability is undeniable. But the reason she left was a relationship scandal. And from what Shaylee recalls, the man in question was completely unremarkable. That's a complicated thing to come back from. Shaylee thinks for a moment, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear, then looks at me directly. I know who she is. What's your relationship with her? And do you know why she left? I meet Shaylee's gaze. We're married, she's my wife. Even Shaylee, a seasoned veteran, can't stop her eyes from going wide. Married? He's that guy? The deadbeat she tanked her career for? Wait, did Lily Shen divorce him and then marry someone else? Shaylee's expression gives her away entirely. I can guess exactly what she's thinking. I give a dry smile. You're not wrong. I'm the one from the scandal. Shaylee genuinely doesn't know what to say. She knew of Lily Shen but never paid attention to who she was with. Idol groups that coasted on looks were never her department. Now she's starting to wonder if those 2 songs were really written by him at all. I don't give her long to sit with the thought. Seeing her hesitation, I keep going. Is bringing her on really that complicated? If it is, I can look elsewhere. But I should be upfront. My ask isn't just getting her signed. I want her to have top-tier resources, full creative freedom, and a contract that doesn't box her in. At the end of the day, this comes down to what's in it for both sides. With my involvement, Starlight Entertainment stands to gain a great deal. I hope you'll consider it seriously. I get it all out in one breath. I pick up my water glass and take a calm sip. Shaylee's expression is serious. She's clearly struggling with it. The thing is, we haven't worked together before. 2 songs, however good, don't carry that much weight on their own. Lily Shen's vocal ability, I'll give you that. But the industry runs on more than just talent. Getting her back out there isn't the hard part, and I think you know that. But top-tier resources, a free-form contract, we've essentially never offered terms like that. This isn't a small decision. Give us time to discuss it properly. Shaylee hasn't said no outright, but everything she said points in that direction. Take all the time you need. But let me be clear about where I stand. It's not just this challenge you're facing now. Whenever you need songs in the future, soundtracks, drama scores, whatever the format you ask and I'll deliver. I genuinely want this partnership to work. You brought me here to see what I can do, right? So let me show you, then decide. I say it simply, without any edge, completely confident. Shaylee studies me for a long moment. She's never met anyone this self-assured. In the end, she leaves quickly after the meal. She has to go discuss things with the company. She hands me a hotel keycard on her way out. Wait for my call. Her last words before she goes. I check into the room and freshen up. Then I lie on the bed and think. If Starlight doesn't work out, I'll approach other companies. If none of them work out, I'll just earn more and take on the extra load myself. Start my own company if I have to. I don't even notice how much my thinking has shifted. When I first arrived in this body, all I wanted was a quiet, stable life. Now I'm running around for Lily's sake. In such a short time, I've started thinking of them more and more, and without realizing it, I've become part of this little family. Yahello calls at 3 in the afternoon. She's already downstairs. She says I need to come with her to Starlight Tower. I don't ask questions. I go straight down and meet her. Starlight Entertainment's headquarters sits in the most central part of the city, an entire tower, all theirs. At this moment inside Starlight Tower, Chairman Adrian Lee and Head of Talent Mark Zhang are assembled alongside several other senior managers. Mark Zhang looks deeply unhappy. Chairman, Deputy Director Lee's instincts are usually solid, but I think she's putting way too much stock in this Flynn Liu. Lily Shen was basically a nobody, and now she comes with conditions this unreasonable? I think we're wasting our time. Adrian Lee raises a hand to cut him off, a patient smile on his face. We should always give young people a chance. Let's see what he can do first. If it doesn't pan out, I'm sure Shay won't push it further. Watching the chairman's perfectly pleasant expression, Mark Zhang swallows his frustration. He's thinking, you're only saying yes because Shay is your daughter. Adrian Lee catches his expression and smiles even wider. He's amused because as chairman, he doesn't simply do whatever his daughter says. He's heard both songs himself. The only word that fits is perfect. But he sees no reason to explain himself to Mark Zhang. As for whether those songs were truly written by Boven himself, they'll know soon enough. Yahello arrives with me at the reception room. From the moment I walk in, I spot a number of this world's biggest stars, each one dominant in their field. No wonder Starlight is one of the top 3. The scale of it alone is enough to make anyone feel small. The moment I step into the room, every pair of eyes in the room turns toward me. All kinds of things in those looks. I take my seat on the guest side naturally, one person facing a room full of them, and my expression doesn't change. Adrian Lee feels something stir inside him. A young man this age sitting across from all of this and not blinking once. His first impression of me is good. All right, now that our guest has arrived, let's begin. Mr. Liu, we've discussed your terms. Signing Lily Shen, we can do that. Top-tier resources, also manageable, but a completely open-ended contract that we genuinely cannot offer. It's simply not how we operate. I think you understand. I nod. Of course. How long are we talking? Adrian Lee meets my gaze with a smile. 5 years. We build her from the ground up with our best resources. What she releases, what she appears in, no restrictions on any of that. My brow tightens slightly. I hold his gaze without flinching. 5 years is too long. With your resources and my songwriting behind her, she'll be a top-tier star within a year, maybe less. 2 years is the most I'll agree to. The remaining year, she brings enough value to make it worth your while. And for those 2 years, her music is handled. You don't need to worry about it. And I'll write for your other artists at no charge, within reason. Anyone can talk big. Top tier in 1 year? Are you serious? The words are barely out of my mouth when the balding man seated beside Yahello lets out a contemptuous laugh. He looks at me with barely concealed scorn. I give him one glance. Then I ignore him completely and keep my eyes on Adrian Lee. Adrian Lee narrows his eyes slightly, fingers tapping lightly on the table. His smile grows. Confidence in a young person. That's a good thing. 2 years isn't out of the question, but everything depends on what you can actually deliver. We brought you here partly to talk terms, and partly because there's a national music initiative underway. Every major company has been called to participate. Only one song will be selected. I want that to be ours. The question is, are you capable? I give a small nod. I think, isn't this exactly why I came? Deputy Director Lee will walk you through the details. I'll be waiting for good news. The moment your song is selected, we sign. Adrian Lee smiles and makes his decision. With that settled, I let myself relax a little. I stand, shake his hand, and leave the room with Yahello. Yahello is still processing it. She didn't expect her father to agree to terms this unusual, but this initiative really does matter. It's government-backed. Whichever company's song gets selected stands to gain enormous official recognition. The benefits speak for themselves. Yahello looks at me with something complicated in her eyes. She genuinely hopes I'll pull this off, because that would mean her instincts were right, and all the whispers in the office would dissolve on their own. Here, this is the brief for the initiative. You have 3 days to create something. I hope you can make it work. I hope we can make this partnership work. Yahello pulls a folder from the drawer and hands it to me. I open it. The first thing I see is a title in large print, Ordinary Heroes. The moment I read it, my expression shifts, completely serious. I keep reading. The office is quiet. Only the sound of turning pages. I keep my face still. I turn the page. Photographs. The first, a group of doctors and nurses in full protective gear. The second, 3 firefighters, a dying blaze behind them. The third, soldiers seen only from the back, their faces hidden. The fourth, a classroom on the verge of collapse. A teacher holds a child out through a window to someone waiting outside. Behind her, no one. She is the last one left. I go through everything in the folder. I put the papers back in order, close the folder, and take a long, slow breath. Yahello breaks the silence. So, can you do it? You only have 3 days. The selection closes after that. I nod. Leave it to me. Within 3 days, I will give you, and them, an answer worth being satisfied with. I tuck the folder under my arm and stand. Then it's settled. Get me some sheet music paper. I'll take it back to the hotel and work through it. Of course, I'll walk you out. Yahello doesn't waste a second. She knows 3 days is not a lot of time to create something truly great. That night at 9 o'clock, I've showered and settled at the desk. I spread the sheet music paper out flat. I hold the pen and think in silence for a long time. Then I make my decision. This one. The next morning, I eat a quick breakfast without telling Shaylee anything. I take a cab to Starlight on my own. Shaylee is at her desk buried in work when I walk in unannounced. She blinks in surprise. You have time to come in? You've only got 3 days. Shouldn't you be working on the song? I smile. It's done. Shaylee stares at me in complete shock. I hand her the sheet music. Take a look. Think this'll work? Shaylee looks at me like I've grown a second head. Her composure, usually iron, slips. She thinks, you cannot be serious. What kind of song gets written in one night? He's not just throwing something together, is he? She takes the pages with a skeptical frown. Yesterday she thought this young man was composed and impressive. Now she wants to see exactly what one night produced. Shaylee's eyes fall on the title. Her expression stays neutral. Then she starts reading the lyrics. By the time she reaches the end, she is completely floored. What kind of lyrics are these? Every line speaks of the ordinary, yet every line radiates something extraordinary. Not once does the word hero appear, and yet every single line describes one. It hits the theme dead on. Shaylee moves to the composition, almost unable to stop herself. A moment later she looks up at me, eyes alight. You actually wrote this in one night? I touch my nose. What else? I was up the whole night for this. So, does it work? Shaylee's eyes are practically glowing. She stares at me. You are something else. I knew I was right about you. Can you sing it for me? I want to hear how it sounds. I nod, close my eyes, and take a moment to find the feeling. Then I begin softly. One day, perhaps we'll have gone far away. Perhaps we'll find each other again. When I finish, Shaylee is still somewhere inside the song. I give a small cough. She snaps back. She quickly wipes her face. There are tears there. Her eyes shine brighter than before. So bright that I actually have to look away. So, is it okay? It's more than okay. I never expected something like this from you. The office door swings open. Adrian Lee walks in, already applauding. His expression makes it clear, he was not expecting this either. Behind him follows Mark Zhang, and for once, Mark Zhang looks completely speechless. He can't believe it. In this little time, an actual finished song, and this perfect. Dad, you can't just walk in without knocking. Shaylee's composure evaporates the moment she sees who it is. She discreetly wipes her face one more time and glares at him. Adrian Lee is entirely unapologetic, still smiling, though the look he gives his daughter is a little odd. It's been a long time since he's seen her like this. If I hadn't come in, how would I have known Mr. Liu finished such a remarkable song? I'm a little speechless. Internally, I note, a businessman through and through. Anyone who brings value is a friend. You flatter me, Chairman Lee, as long as you're satisfied. Very satisfied, Mr. Liu. Now that we have the song, once it's selected, Lily Shen's contract gets signed immediately. For now, let's sign a cooperation agreement, so you have nothing to worry about. I finally breathe. I know this is real now. We sign the agreement right there in the office. Once the song is chosen, everything I negotiated with Starlight Entertainment goes into effect immediately. When we're done, I turn to Adrian Lee. Chairman Lee, now that things are in order, I'll take my leave. Good. Looking forward to a successful partnership. I give a small nod, take the agreement, and head for the door. Just as I'm about to leave, Shaylee speaks up. I'll walk you out. I noticed she'd been avoiding eye contact with me for a while. She seems embarrassed by how she reacted to the song, like a starstruck fan. For someone with her reputation for being cool and professional, that's mortifying. But now that I'm leaving, I catch something in her expression that looks almost like reluctance. Don't you still have work to finish? Mr. Liu isn't a child. He doesn't need to be walked out. Before I can even respond, Adrian Lee beats me to it from across the room. I catch the situation and smile at Shaylee with genuine appreciation. Thank you for the offer, Deputy Director Lee. I'll grab a cab. I'll be fine. I turn and walk out. I pull the door softly shut behind me and stride away. Inside the office, Shaylee rounds on her father like an irritated cat. Dad, what was that? He just delivered the song, and you turned around and sent him away. What is wrong with you? Mark Zhang, still in the room, suddenly feels a strong urge to be anywhere else. He swallows. I still have some things to handle. I'll excuse myself. Without waiting for a response, he slips out and pulls the door tightly shut. Only once he's in the hallway does he wipe the cold sweat from his forehead. Adrian Lee looks at his daughter and doesn't raise his voice. He just speaks with a quiet, fatherly weight. Shay, you're not getting any younger. It's time to find someone. Mr. Liu is impressive, I'll grant you that. But don't forget, he has a wife, and from what I understand, a daughter as well. Shaylee goes quiet for a moment. Then coolly, I'm well aware. I offered to walk him out because you invited him here. That's all. The Ice Queen is back. Even her own father finds it a little intimidating. All right. As long as you know, I just remembered I have work to do. Adrian Lee makes his exit. He's barely out the door when his head pokes back in. I mean it though. Sweetheart, you're 26. Really, it's time. Get out. Got it. Not pushing. I'm gone. Back at the hotel, I haven't even started looking at flights home when Shaylee calls. Mr. Liu, I'm sorry. My father was rather blunt earlier. I'm calling to apologize on his behalf. Her voice is cool on the phone, like she's still quietly fuming at someone. I'm a little surprised she called at all. Honestly, I didn't take any of it personally. Adrian Lee was actually quite restrained about it. For someone of his standing in the business world, that was already more consideration than most would offer. I've seen enough people like him across 2 lifetimes. I know how this works. It's fine, really. I didn't find anything wrong with what he said. Please don't worry about it. At that, Shaylee's voice softened slightly. Good, as long as you're not bothered. Are you on your way back to the hotel? I'm already here. I was about to pack up and book a flight home. A brief silence on the other end. Then Shaylee's voice comes back. Here's the thing. Mr. Liu, it would be best if you stayed a couple more days. If the song is selected, they'll likely need your input on site. You wrote the lyrics and the melody. No one understands this song better than you. My plan to go home crumbles. Something hollow opens up inside me. All right, I'll stay. Let me know when there's news. The call ends. I set my phone down and look out the window at the city moving past. I miss Wawa. Just thinking about her puts a smile on my face before I even realize it. Then, as if she sensed it, Lily's phone number appears on my screen. I pick up. Hello? Is that Daddy? Wawa. Even without seeing her face, I'm already smiling. Yes, it's Daddy. Does Wawa miss Daddy? Yes, Wawa misses Daddy. Mommy wants to know when you're coming back. Back at the apartment, Wawa is curled in Lily's lap, holding the phone in both tiny hands, speaking in her sweetest voice. Lily's face goes instantly red. She glances at Wawa with mild exasperation. It was Wawa who demanded they call Daddy in the first place, and now somehow it's Mommy asking? She said no such thing. Tell Mommy, Daddy needs a few more days. I'm quietly grinning. I can guess exactly what happened. Wawa wanted me home and used Lily as cover. Wawa does not take the news well. She makes a series of unhappy little sounds into the phone. My lips curve upward. I shift into a more comfortable position on the bed. Wawa, did you eat properly today? Wawa hears the question and immediately glances up at Lily. Then she hunches forward, like someone with something to hide, and says quietly, yes. But Wawa really wants Daddy's cooking more. She says it with complete sincerity. Lily, listening from close range, is so offended she almost laughs. This child is 3 years old and already throwing people under the bus, calling out her own mother's cooking through the back door. Then she hears me laughing on the other end of the line. In an instant, Lily's face goes even redder. She snatches the phone. All right, that's enough talking to Daddy for today. And for the record, I never asked that. I hear the protest and laugh. I know. How's everything at home? Lily feels a fresh wave of irritation. Is he trying not to laugh right now? Fine, she says. You've only been gone a day. What could possibly have happened? Anyway, I'm hanging up. I need to make lunch. Hey, wait. I wasn't done talking to Wawa. Goodbye. Lily gives me no chance at all. She hangs up. Her face is burning. If the conversation had gone on any longer, she might have actually wanted to hit someone. Wawa is still staring at the phone, looking devastated. Lily decides, lunch today will be Wawa's least favorite. Plain green vegetables. Children should not be allowed to be picky eaters. The dial tone hums in my ear. I'm a little disappointed, but still smiling. That's the first time I've seen that side of Lily. Before, she always felt suppressed somehow. How to put it, like someone who had lost the thread of herself. But that's slowly changing. She's becoming herself again. And that's everything. The waiting stretches on. August is just around the corner. I've been here for 2 days now. In that time, Shaylee and I have talked on the phone several times. We're no longer strangers to each other. At the very least, she stopped calling me Mr. Liu with every sentence. It was starting to feel stiff. These past 2 days, I've kept to my routine. Early morning run, everything quiet and steady. No news yet from the selection committee. Nothing to do but wait. On the evening of the third day, I get a call from a number I don't know, but the name behind it I do. Hey, Flynn, it's Shane Chen. I searched the original Soul's memory fast. Shane, his closest friend from college. Shane, you maniac, it's been forever. Thinking back through those memories, I find someone genuinely worth knowing. Having a real friend, that doesn't sound too bad. Flynn, what happened to you after the wedding? You stopped picking up, stopped replying to messages. What, you too good for me now? The complaint comes through clear on the other end, but underneath it is something warmer. Genuine concern. It moves me more than I expect. It's the original Soul's fault. After the wedding, he was too busy chasing the wrong people to have time for his best friend. That was on me, I say. Be the bigger person and let it go this once. Next time we meet, dinner's on me. Deal? As I say it, I'm quietly cursing the original Soul all over again. What a disgrace to the name Flynn Liu. Ha, you said it, not me. Alright, let's catch up properly next time. See you. Shane hangs up. I've barely put the phone down when Shay Lee calls. Your song was selected. They picked it out from every submission, on the spot. Shaylee's voice is barely contained. By the time she's calling me, she's already downstairs at the hotel. They're moving forward with a music video. They need you there, as the songwriter, to guide the process. I head downstairs. When Shaylee sees me, she brushes the loose strands of hair from her forehead. Her eyes are bright. I touch my nose and deliberately look past the expression on her face. Let's go. It's getting late. Finish early enough and we can still make it back for lunch. I get into the back seat without another word. By the way, the director in charge of the music video has been talking you up nonstop. So, do you have thoughts on the music video? The lead vocalist? Please don't freeze up when we get there. Shay Lee is clearly nervous on my behalf. Understandable given my age and how little she thinks I've experienced. Relax, I've got it. My face shows nothing. Shay Lee checks the rearview mirror. She sees I'm genuinely calm and lets it go. 2 hours later, the car pulls into the parking lot of a large building. We walk in together. Shay Lee must have arranged things in advance. The moment we step inside, a group of people comes forward to meet us. Grandpa Lin, you came down yourself? If my dad finds out, he'll never let me hear the end of it. Shay Lee steps forward quickly, takes the lead man's hand and turns completely soft. It catches me completely off guard. A woman that composed going full charm mode. Even a saint would struggle. The old man at the front breaks into a warm, indulgent smile. Don't try that with me. Your father doesn't dare say a word to you. He should count himself lucky you don't hit him. Li actually blushes, a rare sight. Alright, let's talk business. This must be Flynn Liu. Remarkable. So young and already this accomplished. I give him a polite nod. Good to meet you, sir. You're too kind. I'm Flynn Liu. Good manners and good talent. Exactly what you'd expect from someone who wrote that song. I'm Stanley Lin, the director for this music video. If you don't mind, you can call me Grandpa Lin, same as Shay does. Then I'd be honored, Grandpa Lin. I keep my easy smile. Perfect. Let's go on up. Stanley Lin is delighted. He takes my hand and walks straight toward the elevator, showing no interest whatsoever in introducing the people behind him. I have no choice but to go along. I manage a quick nod to the others as we pass. The elevator rises all the way to the 20th floor. The moment we step off the elevator, Grandpa Lin pulls me straight into the recording studio. Shay tells me you sing well. Would you mind running through it for us? We've had the sheet music but haven't heard it performed yet, and we still haven't settled on a vocalist. Sure, I nod. Should I sing unaccompanied or piano? Just piano for this one. Once it's down to business, Grandpa Lin is a completely different person. Focused, precise. He leaves me alone in the recording booth and takes everyone else out. A technician switches on the microphone. The group of industry veterans crane their necks, watching through the glass as I settle in. I sit. I take a moment to find the feeling. Once I'm in, I shift entirely. Something in me that only belongs to music. From outside, they can see my expression change. Grandpa Lin gives a quiet nod of recognition. Now that's a real musician. Inside, I begin to play. The intro rises. Outside, every person in the room holds their breath. Their eyes are fixed on the glass. I start to sing. When the song ends, I take a long breath and let it go. I stand and walk out of the booth. The people outside are still staring. Then, everyone breaks into applause at once. Grandpa Lin steps forward and grabs my hand. Eyes burning. That's it. That's exactly it. I don't think we need to look any further for a vocalist. You should be the one. I have a feeling this song is going to sweep the internet. A storm of ordinary heroes. Exactly the kind of impact we're aiming for. The people who give everything without recognition. They deserve it. Hearing praise like that from someone like him, even I can't help a slight flush of color. But I shake my head. Grandpa Lin, I don't think I should be the vocalist on this one. I have an idea. Would you hear me out? Grandpa Lin frowns. Who could possibly be a better choice than the person who wrote it? Seeing his resistance, I stop holding back and lay it out directly. Here's my thinking, Grandpa Lin. I believe this song should be sung by children. On one hand, their voices carry a clarity and purity that's unmatched. On the other, having the country's youngest generation sing it will reach people in a way nothing else can. Grandpa Lin's eyes go wide. How did he not think of that? Children already carry that quality. Instant warmth, instant connection. Put them behind this song and pair it with the footage they've already gathered. It would go straight to the heart. Brilliant. Exactly the kind of young talent he had hoped for. Grandpa Lin's eyes burn even brighter now. Even the seasoned professionals behind him look like someone just turned a light on. They had combed through thousands of hours of footage to find what they needed. They had the song timed out perfectly. But the vocalist, that one piece, had been holding everything up, and I solved it in one sentence. You're something extraordinary. Any interest in coming to work with us? I promise. We would never let your talent go to waste. It's clear Grandpa Lin means every word. He wants to keep me close. Someone like this out in the world on their own. What a waste. No, Grandpa Lin. Being able to help was already more than enough for me. I wave it off repeatedly. Grandpa Lin doesn't push it. He can't go anywhere. When the opportunity comes again, he'll reach out. By the time we walk out of the building, it's already 1 p.m. My head is absolutely full. Those people, the moment work comes up, they light up like nothing else. Complete workaholics. In the end, it's Shay Li who saves us. She pouts and insists we go eat. That's our exit. Flynn, you're about to be rich. Shouldn't you be buying me lunch? Shay Li does something rare. She sticks out her tongue and teases me like a kid. This ice queen is losing her ice by the day. I raise an eyebrow. You come from one of the wealthiest families in this industry, and you want a regular person like me to pick up the tab? Have some shame. Cheapskate. Shay Li rolls her eyes and gets in the car first, puffed up with indignation. I laugh and hurry after her. The more I get to know Shay Li, the more I see how genuinely warm she is. None of the intimidating distance from when we first met. Classic cold on the outside, warm on the inside. In the end, I don't escape paying. Shay Li helps herself to a very satisfying meal at my expense. After lunch, she drives me to Starlight Entertainment. This time we're here for the contract. Lily Shen's contract. We ride the elevator up together. For some reason I notice Shay Li's energy has dropped. She seems deflated. She just had a full meal on my tab. I genuinely don't understand. Women are impossible to read. We step off the elevator and head straight to Adrian Lee's office. He's been waiting. The contract is already laid out on the desk. He greets me with that ever-present smile. Mr. Liu, a pleasure doing business. The contract is right there. Take a look and let me know if anything needs adjusting. I nod and take a seat, reading through it on the spot. 3 copies, all standard. The moment Lily signs, it takes effect. Everything is as agreed. Top-tier resources. Maximum creative freedom. In short, Lily does what she wants. Exactly what I wanted to see. 2-year term. Whether to renew after that is entirely Lily's call. I finish reading. I fold it up and stand. I extend my hand. Thank you, Chairman Lee. It's been a genuine pleasure, and I mean that. Thank you for offering terms like these. My opinion of Adrian Lee has gone up considerably. At least he's not the kind of executive who buries traps in the fine print. Don't thank me. I see value in your talent. You see value in our resources. It's mutual. And regarding your offer to write for our artists, I won't draw up a separate contract for that. I trust your character. I'm not going to turn that down, but I make my position clear. You have my word, though I'll say up front, I only write lead singles. And who I write for is entirely my choice, personality, and the talent to back it up. Adrian Lee's impression of me keeps climbing, but when his eyes drift to Shay Lee standing quietly to the side, he sighs inwardly. What a shame. So young. Why get married so early? With Flynn Liu's talent. If our top artists weren't in need of songs right now, I wouldn't have reached out to begin with. Because you already know, with the name you're building, everything you write will be premium. Not everyone will be worthy of it. Both sides satisfied, the partnership is sealed. Then Adrian Lee shifts gears. Now that the contract is settled, when are you heading back? I'm not sure what he's getting at, but I answer directly. I'm heading to the hotel now to pack up, book a flight, and leave shortly after. There's nothing left that requires me here. Is there anything else, Chairman Lee? Nothing at all. Safe travels, Mr. Liu. Adrian Lee smiles. Though to me, that smile looks a little too cheerful at the news of my departure. I don't think too hard about it. I say my goodbyes and leave. Shay Lee walks me all the way to the hotel entrance. Ever since we left Starlight, she seemed off. Low energy. Not herself. Flynn, I won't see you to the airport. You'll be fine on your own. I have a few things to take care of. I'll head off. I turn and give a small wave. Sure. Take care of yourself. I turn and walk into the hotel. Shay Lee watches my back disappear. Something about it makes her inexplicably annoyed. She gets in her car and drives off. Finally, I can go home. I've missed my little girl so much. I throw everything into my bag, book a ticket, check out, grab a cab, all in one smooth motion. 6 p.m. I walk through the gate with both hands full of gifts, stepping into the familiar worn-down complex with a lighter step than I expected. I push open the door. The living room is quiet. Lily and Wawa don't seem to be home. Not seeing the faces I came back for, a quiet disappointment settles in. Then, the main bedroom door swings open, and Lily shuffles out, rubbing her sleepy eyes. The moment she sees me, she freezes, eyes flying wide. She's in a slip dress, one strap fallen off her shoulder. Her hair is tousled from sleep, her mouth just slightly open. Both of us go completely still. We just look at each other. Then a slow, bright smile spreads across my face. I'm back. Color creeps up Lily's face. She doesn't know what to do with herself. There's a flutter of something in her chest, and underneath the fluster, something undeniably sweet. She ducks her head and responds softly. Without thinking, she quietly slides the fallen strap back onto her shoulder. Oh, this is for you. I produce a bunch of lavender from behind my back. I spotted someone selling it on the roadside. It smelled good, so I picked some up. Lily presses her lips together. She steps forward and takes the lavender from my hands. Her face is fully flushed now. It's the first flower I've ever given her. Lavender, the language of redemption and hope. She loves it. Thank you. Lily gathers her courage and lifts her face, meeting my eyes, lashes fluttering softly. Have you eaten? I smile. Not yet. I'm guessing you two haven't either. I'll make dinner. You go wake Wawa up. Lily had fully intended to offer to cook herself. I just got back. I must be exhausted. But she sees the look in my eyes, and she thinks, honestly, his cooking is better. In the end, she nods. I'll go get Wawa. She's going to be so happy you're back. She's been asking about you every day. Lily turns and heads back to the bedroom. This time she leaves the door open. I glance in. Wawa is sprawled across the entire bed, completely dead to the world. Lily scoops her up gently. Not even a stir. Lily carries her out to me, presses a kiss to her little cheek, and whispers in her ear, Wawa, wake up. Daddy's home. Wawa stirs. She slowly opens her eyes and looks around in sleepy confusion. Then, focus. Both little arms shoot out toward me. Daddy, Daddy, hold me. Wawa missed you so much. She latches onto me like a koala, arms locked around my neck, refusing to let go. She stays there. Even when I go to the kitchen to cook, she won't come down. It takes Lily with a stern expression and a new toy from my bag to finally lure her off me and onto the sofa. Wawa plays with the toy, but her eyes keep drifting toward the kitchen, like she's afraid I'll disappear again. After a while, dinner is on the table. The three of us sit down together, warm and easy. Lily glances down. Wawa has already taken up her little chopsticks and is eating at full speed. Each noodle disappears in seconds, as if Lily had been starving her. Lily is equal parts annoyed and helpless, outcooked, outmatched. What else is there to say? Lily picks up her own pace. Why is it that when it's just the two of them at home, neither of them eats like this? The moment he comes back, something in both of them unwinds. Lily eats and thinks in circles. It's almost frightening. There was a time when they couldn't stand to be near him, and now, without either of them noticing, he's worked his way into the fabric of their lives. The table goes quiet, except for the sounds of eating. By the time Lily finishes, she looks up to find that Wawa and I finished long ago, both of us watching her at exactly the same moment. Lily's face goes pink. She wipes her mouth quickly and stands to cover the awkwardness. She starts stacking the dishes. I'll wash up. You spend some time with Wawa. She adds my bowl to the stack and carries everything to the kitchen. I watch her drift into the kitchen like a breeze and shake my head. I genuinely wasn't going to fight her for it this time. What's she rushing for? Daddy, come here. Build blocks with Wawa. Wawa leaps off the stool and drags me to the sofa. With my help, Wawa works at building a little house out of blocks, all smiles. I casually start asking how things have been at home. Wawa holds nothing back, especially when it comes to Mommy. She delivers the full report. Mommy misses Daddy too. I see Mommy watching Daddy's singing videos and smiling to herself. I press my hand over my mouth to hide a grin. I genuinely wasn't fishing for this. The problem is Wawa is saying all of this at full volume, completely unaware that Lily has already walked out of the kitchen. Lily's face is the color of a ripe apple, but her eyes are ice. She stares down at this tiny traitor. Wawa notices I've gone quiet, looks up in confusion, and comes face to face with Mommy's very red face. She lets out a little yelp and dives into my arms. Can't see. Mommy can't see me. Can't see. Lily can't help laughing. She reaches out and gives Wawa's exposed little backside a pat, but her eyes stay on my barely concealed grin. Don't listen to her, I never did any such thing. You did! Mommy is lying, liars aren't good people. Wawa hollers this from deep inside my chest, muffled but emphatic. Lily looks like she is about 2 seconds from full eruption. I throw both hands up immediately. I pull Wawa out into full view. There wasn't. I believe you completely. Unfortunately, Wawa pays dearly for this. Lily scoops her up and delivers a thorough round of tickles. Wawa's eyes sparkle with stars. She reaches one helpless hand toward me, sitting perfectly straight and innocent across the room. She never imagined I'd hand her over so fast. I think, for the good of this household, my little one has to take one for the team. We play and laugh together for a while. In the end, Wawa absorbs all the consequences on her own, sitting by herself, stacking blocks with great dignity. I ruffle her hair, then I stand, pull a paper envelope from my bag, and set it down in front of Lily. Mission accomplished. Take a look. This is the contract from Starlight Entertainment. Lily looks at me, the seriousness on my face. Her lashes flutter. Attell. He went out for just a few days, and he actually came back with a contract. Lily looks down, opens the envelope, and reads through the contract all the way to the end. Her hands begin to tremble slightly. This is a contract she never dared to dream about. Top-tier treatment. Complete freedom. Even if she had never stepped away from the industry, she would never have held a contract like this. She doesn't know how he did it, doesn't know what he went through in those few days, or what it cost him. All to bring her something she couldn't even have imagined. Lily looks up at me, eyes dazed. Tears sit at the edge of her eyes. Her lips are pressed together. She holds my gaze. I'm still smiling. Easy. Warm. Like it was nothing. After a long moment, Lily speaks. Flynn, I don't actually have to sing, you know. Her voice is quiet, but completely without hesitation. Steady. I frown slightly. I don't follow. She loves singing. She wants to sing. So what does this mean? I genuinely cannot figure out what is going on in this woman's head. Why? Haven't you always wanted to sing? You have the opportunity now. Why pull back? My voice carries a little more weight than usual. It's the first time I've spoken to her like this since I arrived. A lifelong bachelor. I have no frame of reference for what's going on inside her right now. She suddenly feels like this, just this, exactly as it is enough. She's afraid that if she actually goes back to singing, things will change. She's afraid this life she has now won't stay the way it is. Lily presses her lips together again. She looks straight at me. Tears slide down, one by one. After a moment, she says, I'm scared. Scared that things will change for the worse. It's the first time Lily has ever said something like this to me. Directly, without hiding it. I pause. Then the tension in my brow releases completely. I pick up a tissue and gently wipe the tears from her face. Lily, what kind of person do you think I am? I'm telling you honestly, go do it. Whatever happens, none of this will change. After all, I've already prepared myself to be a full-time stay-at-home dad. Lily did not see that coming, and I went ahead and wiped her tears with my own hand. It's been so long since anyone has been that close to her. Lily drops her head, suddenly shy. The faint flush on her face becomes a full bloom. I assumed she was still tangled up in all those worries, but now I understand. What Lily is really afraid of is change itself. Someone who's been closed in for too long always ends up feeling this way. I keep going. I mean it. Leave Wawa to me. I'll take good care of her. And you've read your contract. The freedom it gives you is real. You can come back whenever you want. Don't worry about home. Just take care of yourself out there. Lily has not heard a single word I just said. Her mind is still on the moment I reached up and touched her face. On the sofa, Wawa has been quietly watching the whole thing. She can clearly see that Mommy's lowered face has a small, helpless smile on it, and Daddy is still going on and on. Little Wawa doesn't know what's happening exactly, only that Mommy seems happy, and Daddy is still worrying about Mommy. So she launches herself onto my lap, tilts her face up, and blinks her big eyes. Daddy, Wawa wants to sleep with Daddy and Mommy tonight. I turn to stone. Lily's head snaps up, staring at Wawa with wide eyes. Her heart is hammering. Please, Daddy, please? Seeing I haven't said yes, Wawa starts rolling around on my lap in full pout mode. I swallow. I turn to look at Lily. Even her neck has gone red. She won't meet my eyes. That's up to Mommy. Lily is so embarrassed she's nearly falling apart. She scrambles to her feet and heads for the bathroom. I'm tired. Going to wash up and go to sleep. A full retreat. The living room is just me and Wawa now. I have absolutely no idea what to do. Wawa, however, bounces off my lap and wraps her arms around my neck. Mommy said, Daddy just needs to be ready. Did Lily actually say that? I stare at the closed bathroom door. The sound of running water. I take a long breath. Wawa smells like warm milk. I steel myself and remind myself, this is entirely for Wawa, nothing else. After quite a while, Lily emerges from the bathroom. She walks to the bedroom without so much as a glance in my direction. I wait until she's gone, then stand with Wawa in my arms and take her to the bathroom to wash up. I wash up quickly myself, then I carry Wawa out, and only now, my heart starts going at full speed. The distance from the living room to the main bedroom feels like it takes a very long time. When my foot finally crosses the threshold, my mind is completely blank. 2 lifetimes, and I have never once been through anything like this. I genuinely want someone to tell me what to do right now. Lily is already under the covers, facing the wall, as if she's asleep. I can't make out her expression, but the glow of her ear tells me everything about her current state. I ease the door shut. The soft click makes Lily's whole body give an involuntary little shiver, but she doesn't move. Forget it. It is what it is. Being nervous won't help anything. Just lie down. That actually helps. I settle Wawa in the middle, take my place on the far side, and pull Wawa close. Then I start telling her a bedtime story. Tonight, Daddy is going to tell Wawa the story of Snow White. My voice drifts softly through the room. Lily's lashes flutter slightly. The storm inside her slowly settles as the story unfolds. Without realizing it, she drifts off. Just like her, Wawa falls asleep too, carried away by the story. The night has grown late. When their breathing evens out, I finally switch off the light and slip under the covers. The pillow carries a faint familiar scent. It's the first time I've realized that a woman's pillow smells like this. I pull Wawa a little closer. Wrapped in that soft fragrance, I fall asleep quickly. The next morning, my internal clock doesn't miss a beat. 6 on the dot, I'm awake. I instinctively pull the soft warmth in my arms closer, then go completely still. Since when did Wawa get this big? I swallow and look down under the covers. There is no sign of Wawa. The person in my arms is Lily. I am completely dumbfounded. How did she end up here? That faint, delicate scent wraps around me. She is warm and soft in my arms. Without thinking, I lean in, until I'm close to her face. I freeze there. A fierce internal battle. Then I see her long lashes give the faintest flutter. I bolt upright immediately, carefully sliding my arm out from under her neck. I ease myself out of bed and slip out of the room. I wash up in the bathroom, face full of defeat. First thing in the morning. What a way to start the day. What I don't know is that the moment I leave the room, Lily opens her eyes. She exhales softly and pulls the covers over her burning face. A complete mess. She had woken up the moment I sat up. She has no idea when she ended up in my arms, or when she started using my arm as a pillow. Mortifying. Then she felt my breath on her face, and her heart went into a panic. What is he doing? Is he going to kiss me? What do I do? She was terrified, but too afraid to pretend to wake up, so she kept pretending. Thank goodness he stopped himself when he did. She genuinely wouldn't have known how to face him, but when he actually pulled away and left, she felt a strange, faint disappointment. She doesn't know if she's ready for any of this. She only knows her heart is a complete tangle. After a long time, Lily finally lets out a long breath from under the covers. Just let things happen as they happen. By 8 o'clock, she hears the front door open and gets out of bed. She tidies herself and walks out. I'm already in the kitchen starting breakfast. When I see Lily come out, my expression does something awkward. Morning. Lily's expression isn't much better. She doesn't even look up. She murmurs a reply and goes straight to the bathroom. I don't read into it. I turn back and keep cooking. To my surprise, Lily finishes quickly and comes straight into the kitchen. I'll help. Her expression is easy. She takes the bowl from my hands and starts rinsing the rice without missing a beat. I pause for just a moment. Then I catch up. I accept it gladly and step to the side to wash the vegetables. The two of us fall into a rhythm, like a couple who has shared a kitchen for years. 20 minutes later, the golden millet porridge and 2 small dishes are done. I untie my apron, wash my hands, and walk into the main bedroom to wake Wawa, who has somehow migrated to the foot of the bed. After a happy breakfast together, I look at Lily. By the way, are you checking in with Starlight at the start of August? Lily settles onto the sofa, eyes blinking. Before that, I need to go get Coco, and then find manager Yun. They're going to be so happy when they hear I'm coming back. As she says it, a genuine smile fills her face. The people she hurt most by leaving were these two. Even apart from her own dreams, for them, she owes it to herself to do this right. I nod and ruffle Wawa's hair, while my mind is already working on something else. What song to write for Lily? This is her first comeback. It has to land perfectly. Her voice can handle anything. Sweet, emotional, she can carry it all. Which means there are almost too many options. I can't make up my mind. After a while, without a clear answer, something else surfaces. Oh, we should buy a car soon. Actually, make it 2. Wawa starts preschool in a month. We'll need to drop her off and pick her up. And even though Starlight will give you a company car, you'll still need your own for everyday use. Lily thinks it over. A car makes sense. Before, she never went anywhere. It didn't matter. But now things are different. Not having one would be a real inconvenience. But she's worried about money. The earnings from the first 2 videos went into new furniture. Then the trip. She doesn't know what's left. Wawa's preschool fees are coming up too. That's another expense. After thinking it through, Lily sighs, a quiet worry in her brow. Let's just get one for now. You'll need it for Wawa's drop-offs and pickups. I'll have the company car for a while. I shouldn't need one yet. We can revisit the second car once I'm earning again. She's thinking, once her music is out and bringing in income, then they can think about more. But then the thought continues, and a shadow crosses her face. She doesn't even know when she'll have a song to release. The Starlight contract is top tier, but it includes a clause, creative freedom over her music. She doesn't know how he negotiated that. If the resources are all covered, why didn't he arrange for songs to be written for her? She barely knows any songwriters. But the word songwriter makes something click. Lily goes still, then looks at me sitting there completely unbothered. He writes songs. She doesn't know when he learned, but one of those viral songs he literally taught Wawa on the spot. I know exactly what Lily's hesitation about the car is really about. I wave it off calmly. Don't worry. You don't need to worry about money at home. More is coming soon. That Sunday, the music video for Ordinary Heroes goes live at exactly 8 in the morning. A joint release between the film and television industry and Bovin's account. Multiple major platforms push it simultaneously. The support behind it is unprecedented. But of course, no amount of backing is enough if the quality isn't there. Quality is what makes people stay. Quality is what makes them care about the story behind it. And online, one phrase has been circulating for a while now. Bovin makes it, it's a masterpiece. When people see that both lyrics and composition are credited to Bovin, interest ignites instantly. This mysterious figure doesn't move often, but when he does, something remarkable always happens. Viewers flood in to see for themselves. The music plays through. The last image fades. Bovin never appears. Still as mysterious as ever. Yet somehow, everyone is satisfied. The footage, the faces in this video, they burn themselves into every viewer's memory. For a long time after the video ends, not a single like, not a single comment. It's as if everyone has vanished at once. At that same moment, in the conference room at the film studio, Grandpa Lin is watching the live data. He can't understand it. Over 100 million people viewing, and not one like. Does no one connect with this? He's deflated. He wipes his reddened eyes, struggling to accept what he's seeing. Then, the numbers move. Likes and comments erupt all at once like a dam breaking. Unstoppable. In the entire history of the platform, nothing has ever climbed this fast. In the span of a few breaths, the likes go from 100,000 to 5 million, then 10 million, 20 million. The platform experiences its first ever server crash from sheer volume. Even that doesn't slow anyone down. They came in curious. They stayed because it was Bovin. And now, having watched it all the way through, they are moved to their core. Pure, raw connection. That's what every single person is feeling right now. The video rockets from the bottom straight to the trending list. It locks in at number 1 and doesn't move. The conference room erupts. Grandpa Lin pumps his fist, watching the numbers climb. The audience didn't have no reaction. They just needed a moment to absorb it. Another half hour passes. The momentum spills over onto every other platform. The discussion is everywhere. People can't stop talking. Someone notices the platform has uploaded a clean audio version, free to download. Within moments, everyone who watched the video is flooding the platform, rating, downloading, saving. In a single day, the entire entertainment industry shakes. Every company, every individual, after watching, they quietly share it. They envy the wave it's riding, but all they can do is ride the edge of it. Meanwhile, Lily is curled against me, crying softly, fingers gripping the hem of my shirt. Tears and everything else, right into the fabric. She looks so pitiful that it squeezes my heart. It's just a video. How did this turn into crying? And why does she look like she's the one who's been wronged? Lily finally understands what I was doing during those days away. Writing a song like this, securing that impossible contract for her. And she has no idea what it actually took to get there. What's breaking her is that he did all of it, and came home without saying a word. Whether he was treated badly out there, whether anyone looked down on him, how much of himself he poured into creating something like that. At the same time, across the city at Tianmai Entertainment's branch office, Lisa Lu's expression is so dark it looks like it could drip. Her manager, Manager Chin, looks no better. The room is heavy with tension. Only Coco, not far away, is quietly grinning, thoroughly enjoying herself. Lisa glances at her manager. She's increasingly convinced this woman is useless. Manager Chin, wasn't my song supposed to drop at the end of July? What is happening? They pulled it, told me to push the release to early August. The promo is already out there. I just paid for trending placement. And they just quietly delayed my song without a word. While taking over every trending slot. You've been handling this, Manager Chin. I want an explanation. Manager Chin's expression darkens further. On top of everything that's happened, she's already in a terrible mood. And now Lisa is screaming at her. The anger spikes. You want an explanation? Go get one from the film industry. Don't take it out on me. Nobody saw Bovin coming. One song and that music video got bumped up ahead of everything. If she weren't financially tied to Lisa, Manager Chin wouldn't give her the time of day. So what do we do now? Lisa's tone stays sharp. Manager Chin frowns. They're tied together right now. She can't burn the bridge. She smiles slowly in a way that isn't kind. Here's what we do. Lisa listens. She knows there's no other option. She curses Bovin every way she knows how inside her head. He stole the spotlight that was supposed to be hers. Then Lisa turns her head and sees Coco trying very hard not to laugh out loud, and the fury doubles. Coco, can't you see what a mess this is? Get over here and do something useful. Her voice is sharp enough to hurt. Coco can't help digging a finger in her ear. Oh, sorry, my contract expires today. I already submitted my resignation. I quit. Coco says it with a full, delighted laugh, crossing her legs and sipping her tea with great leisure. Lisa shoots to her feet and jabs a finger at her, face cycling through 3 different shades. She cannot for a long moment produce a single word. Meanwhile, we've just finished lunch. The 3 of us take a cab out together in the best of moods. That afternoon we arrive right on time at the car dealership. Welcome. Do you have a particular model in mind? The salesperson's eyes light up immediately. Years of experience behind him. A family like this walking in together, 80% chance they're buying today. We did our research at home before coming. Do you have the H9 top trim? We do. The moment he hears a specific model request, his eyes go even brighter. The H9 top trim starts at over 300,000 yuan after all fees. Right this way, sir. We actually have 2 in stock right now. One in desert gold, one in deep violet. Which would you like to see first? He leads us into the showroom as he talks. The deep violet. It has more depth. We decided at home. More refined. Better presence on the road. Excellent eye, sir. The deep violet really does suit your wife's elegance. He leads us to the car and begins his introduction. This is the H9 deep violet top trim. Have a seat, feel it for yourself. I laugh lightly. I'm fine, Lily. I'll take Wawa, you go try it. I caught it the moment Lily laid eyes on the car. A visible light. She likes it. Lily flushes a little, but she hands Wawa to me and gets in. She used to imagine having a car of her own someday. She didn't imagine it would happen like this. The car is beautiful. Elegant lines with a quiet power underneath. Watching Lily run her hands over the interior like she can't let go, I feel genuinely pleased. I pull out my bank card and license and hand them over. This one, full payment card. The salesperson's smile reaches his ears. Of course, sir. I'll get you the best possible price. Let me get the paperwork. He's back quickly. We move to the lounge area and sit down. For a full cash purchase, sir, we can do 385,000 yuan, insurance and registration all included, plus a full set of seat covers and a car cover on us. You can pick it up tomorrow. I nod. Without a word, I enter the PIN. Card goes through. All paperwork wrapped up. We arrange to pick up the car tomorrow morning, then leave the dealership in high spirits. We're home by 5 in the afternoon. I've barely walked in when Shaylee calls. Hey, genius. Congratulations. The internet is completely covered in that music video and your name. You've officially made it. Thanks. Fame was never really the goal, though. Your company must be doing very well out of this, I'd imagine. I laugh. Oh, we owe it all to you. Shaylee laughs back, then gets to it. Serious question. When is Lily coming in? Her voice carries a smile on the other end. I glance over at Lily on the sofa, ears practically perked up, trying very hard not to look like she's listening. I smile. Give it a couple of days, 3rd at the latest. There are a few things to sort out here first. Then I'll be waiting with great anticipation. Shaylee is genuinely curious. What kind of woman is it that makes someone go to these lengths for her? The dealership moves fast. The next morning at 10, the salesperson calls. The car is registered, insured, and ready. Lily goes to pick it up. I don't go with her. I stay home with Wawa. Lily makes it to the dealership, collects the car, takes it for a short drive, and heads straight into the city. She's going to find Coco and manager Yun. She wants to bring them both to Starlight Entertainment. She's already decided. She's checking in tomorrow. Even though I told her she could take more time, she doesn't want to wait. She has her own reasons, beyond the music. She doesn't want to be someone who only leans on him and contributes nothing. What Lily doesn't know yet is that Coco has already quit. She parks near Tianmai Entertainment and calls her, wanting to surprise her. The call connects quickly. Lily is smiling. Even her voice is brighter than usual. Coco, guess where I am? Coco is in her rented room, packing up her things. She's made up her mind to go back to her hometown after leaving, and right at this moment, Lily's call comes through. Lily, where else would you be? Silly. I'm downstairs from your office. Come down quickly. I need to talk to you. What? Lily. Hold on, I'll be right there. Coco panics. Why is Lily here? She has no idea how to break the news, the resignation, the plan to go home. Luckily, her place is close. She arrives at the building entrance out of breath, looking both ways, until she hears, Coco, over here! She turns and sees Lily stepping out of a brand new car, waving at her. Lily, you got a car? Coco's eyes curve into crescents as she hurries over, staring at the gleaming car. Her face is full of disbelief. He actually bought her a car? Wasn't he supposed to be treating her badly? Lily nods with a smile. Just got it. She takes Coco's hand. I came today because I have something to discuss. Do you have time? Coco really looks at Lily now, and something is different from the last time they met. Her skin is luminous, her cheeks are a little fuller, her color is visibly better, and most of all, that quiet confidence is back. Seeing her former assistant, Lily's eyes carry a hopeful, longing brightness. She takes both of Coco's hands. Coco, come back as my assistant. We'll get manager Yun too. I'm making my comeback. The words land. Coco freezes. Then in the next second she leaps. I knew it. I knew there was always a way. Lily, the timing, I literally just resigned. We can fight side by side again. Lily goes still. She didn't know Coco had already quit. A wave of guilt and grief crashes in. I'm so sorry. I was selfish before. Because of me, both of you paid the price. We look forward now, and I'm coming back. Then Coco immediately asks, do you know where manager Yun is? Let's go find her now. Coco gives the address without hesitation. She'll be at the hospital with her mom. Lily wastes no time. She gets Coco in the car and they go. But on the way, Coco runs her fingers along the fresh interior and asks, suddenly curious, does he know you're coming back? Lily nods, the corner of her mouth lifting without her noticing. Yes, he's the one who negotiated the contract for me, and he bought me this car. Coco's mouth drops open. He negotiated the contract? How is that possible? You're not messing with me, are you? Lily shakes her head. It's true. He got me a contract with Starlight Entertainment, the best kind they offer. Coco is completely floored. She cannot wrap her head around how that man pulled off a top-tier contract. Seeing her speechless, Lily keeps going. He treats me really well now. Don't look at him the way you used to. Coco comes back to Earth. She pouts dramatically. Lily defending her man. I'm jealous, honestly. The unbothered kind of jealous. Lily's face goes red, but she doesn't argue. They reach the hospital. Standing at the door of room 302 in the inpatient ward, Lily's heart is unsettled. But the moment she knocks, and the door opens, tears nearly escape. Manager Yun's once dark hair has gone gray. Her strong face carries years of hardship now. She looks the way Lily herself looked not so long ago. Manager Yun freezes too, staring at Lily. The two of them hold each other's gaze in silence. Coco is the one who breaks it first, running in ahead. Manager Yun, Lily and I came to find you. Manager Yun finally snaps back, wringing her hands. You should have told me you were coming. Look at the state of me. She forces a smile. Mom's doing all right. One more surgery and she should recover fully. But behind the smile, something bitter. She has nothing left, and there's still over 100,000 yuan in debt outside these walls. How is she supposed to pay for the next surgery? Lily steps into the room, head down, biting her lip, like a child who knows she's done wrong. But Manager Yun walks toward her. She takes Lily's hand, and her face carries a warm, relieved smile. You came to see me. That already makes me happy. Seeing you like this makes me even happier. It means you're doing all right. And back then, everything I did to stand in your way, I did because I cared. Please don't hold it against me. That's all it takes. Lily breaks. Manager Yun, I'm sorry. She throws herself into her arms. Tears fall like rain. Manager Yun pats her back softly. No apologies needed. What mother holds a grudge against her own child? You really are like a daughter to me. At those words, Lily cries harder. Manager Yun just holds her, until she cries herself out and lifts her swollen, reddened eyes. Meeting Manager Yun's gentle smile, Lily presses her lips together and says, Manager Yun, I'm making a comeback. Will you come back as my manager? Manager Yun blinks, and her brow furrows. What about your daughter? Flynn will take care of her. Don't worry. A flicker of disbelief crosses Manager Yun's eyes. Flynn Liu doesn't exactly strike her as the caregiving type, but Lily nods firmly. Flynn is Wawa's father. He'll take good care of her. I trust him. Manager Yun presses 2 fingers to her temple. She sets aside her doubts. Even if he can handle Wawa, a comeback is no small thing. Do you have a company willing to sign you? What kind of support are they offering? Before she finishes the sentence, Lily pulls the contract from her bag and holds it out. Manager Yun. Look, it's from Starlight Entertainment. At the name alone, Manager Yun goes still. That's one of the top 3. She takes it with cautious skepticism and reads carefully. But the further she reads, the more stunned she becomes. By the end, her hands are trembling. What kind of contract is this? Did Lily hold the chairman hostage? Top-tier resources, unrestricted creative freedom, 2-year term. Manager Yun looks up sharply. Even her voice shakes. Is this real? Of course it's real. Starlight's seal is right there. Lily rushes to explain, desperate to be believed. Manager Yun is frozen. She just stares at the terms. In all her years as a manager, she has never seen anything like this. Completely insane. Has Starlight Entertainment lost their minds? Manager Yun, I'm checking in tomorrow. Lily can see she still needs convincing. She says it once more. Manager Yun finally believes her, but the shock on her face doesn't fade one bit. Lily, tell me honestly, how did you get this contract? Lily finally exhales. Her cheeks are a little pink. Flynn went and got it for me. He wrote a song for Starlight Entertainment. 1 sentence. Manager Yun questions her entire understanding of reality. Flynn Liu wrote a song and traded it for a contract like this? That's not a story. That's a fantasy. Lily, don't take this the wrong way, but he can write songs? And even if he can, what song could possibly be worth this? You haven't been deceived, have you? He really did. He really wrote one. Seeing Manager Yun won't accept it, Lily pulls out her phone. She opens the platform and pulls up the account called Bovan. Manager Yun takes the phone, skeptical. Coco leans in too. Then, oh my, over 100 million likes! Coco's voice shoots up before she can stop it. She claps her hand over her mouth immediately. They're in a hospital ward. Manager Yun is equally stunned. What video gets 100 million likes? Then she sees the account name, Bovan. Manager Yun goes blank. A ridiculous thought surfaces. Bovan is Flynn Liu. Coco hisses under her breath. Wait, Bovan? The most mysterious, most viral person on the entire internet right now? Watching their faces, Lily goes even redder. That's him. Manager Yun finally comes back to herself. She hands the phone back to Lily with an unreadable look. Lily's future is bright. Of course she's happy for her. But then she sighs. Lily, with everything you have going for you now, you could find a much better manager. Count me out. What? Manager Yun, you don't want me anymore? Lily is startled. Manager Yun looks toward the hospital room, helpless. You can see, my mother needs care. I really can't leave. We can hire someone. But Manager Yun's expression falters. She has no money for a caretaker. Going with Lily would only hold her back. Lily, don't try to convince me. This opportunity is too good. You have to protect it, and no more being reckless. With that, Manager Yun turns away. She won't look at her. Lily bites her lip. She doesn't understand why Manager Yun won't come. She came with hope. She leaves with none. Lily is quiet the whole way back. After dropping Coco off, she drives home alone. When she opens the door, the look on her face stops me. She's been crying. Did things go okay? The words are barely out of my mouth when Lily's lips crumple. She drops onto the sofa. The moment she sees me, something in her gives way. Like I'm the only solid thing she has right now. Her eyes go glassy again. Manager Yun won't come with me. My brow furrows. Why? From what I know of her, that woman always adored Lily. Lily tells me everything that happened at the hospital, voice full of grievance. I listen quietly until she finishes. Then I nod slowly. I see. I stand up. You're such a dummy, you know that? Stay home with Wawa, I'm going out. Where are you going? Lily looks deeply displeased. Whether it's because I called her a dummy, or because she doesn't want me to leave, I glance back with a small smile. I'm going to bring back someone who matters to you. Then I walk out the door. First I find a home care agency, then I drive straight to the hospital. But I don't go to Manager Yun directly. I find the attending doctor first. Once I have the full picture on her mother's condition, I go up to the inpatient ward and stop outside room 302. I compose myself. I put on a cool, neutral expression. I knock lightly. The door opens, and Manager Yun appears with reddened eyes. The moment she sees me, she freezes. I stay calm, unhurried. Manager Yun, aren't you going to let me in? She frowns, but she steps aside. The moment I enter, a frail white-haired woman in the bed looks up. Xiao Yun, is this a friend of yours? Before Manager Yun can answer, I walk straight to the bedside and take the old woman's hand. Auntie, my wife is a friend of Yun's. She came by earlier, but you were sleeping, so she didn't want to disturb you. The old woman's face opens up immediately, warm and kind. So you're Xiao Yun's friend. How thoughtful of you. I step right in. Auntie, having someone like her as a friend is the real fortune. My wife talks about her every single day. I've practically grown calluses on my ears. The thing is, there's work my wife was hoping to do with her, but she cares so much about your health that she won't ask. She came home in tears. Behind me, Manager Yun's expression shifts sharply. As far as she's concerned, I'm an envoy Lily sent. What kind of work? Xiao Yun, what's going on? Manager Yun's mother doesn't know the details of her daughter's career. Her white brows draw together. Mom, don't listen to him. There's no work. Manager Yun glares at me and rushes to explain, but the old woman is no fool. She tightens her grip on my hand. Young man, tell me, what kind of work? I put on a look of deliberate difficulty, glancing at Manager Yun. Then I speak, slowly and carefully. Auntie, the work involves traveling. We were planning to arrange a caretaker for you. But Yun wouldn't hear of it. She insists on caring for you herself. The old woman turns immediately. Xiao Yun, you silly child. If the work needs you to travel, you go. Mom. Manager Yun is flustered now, and absolutely furious with me. I know the real reason she's staying. She can't go. She has no money for a caretaker. She doesn't even have the funds for the next surgery. Just then, I say calmly, Manager Yun, let's talk outside. I smile at the old woman and walk out. Manager Yun grits her teeth and follows. In the hallway, she looks up and stares at me with barely contained rage. What exactly do you want? I look at her evenly, matter-of-factly, like I'm just stating how things are. You can think I'm the villain if you want. I just don't want Lily to be unhappy. If you don't go with her, she'll carry the worry the entire time. She'll be going through the motions at best. I pause. Then I drop it. By the way, I've covered the cost of your mother's next surgery, and I've already reached out to a home care agency. Here's the number. You pick whoever you're comfortable with. Manager Yun laughs sharply. So you're handing out charity again? I shrug, unbothered, like someone with nothing to prove. You're overthinking it. You're paying this back. It'll come out of the salary Lily pays you. I hold her gaze. Every word deliberate. You and Coco go with her as her people. That's separate from the company. What Lily pays you is between you two, but this money is mine. And you will pay it back. I spread my hands wide. The surgery and the caretaker are already paid for. They're not issuing refunds. What you do next is entirely your business. I don't wait for her to respond. I turn and walk away. Flynn Lu, don't tell Lily. Just as I near the end of the corridor, Manager Yun's voice reaches me from behind. I don't turn around. I just give a small wave and keep walking. Manager Yun watches the direction I disappeared, something unreadable in her eyes. It takes her a long moment before she goes back in. Xiao Yun, did that young man leave? Seeing her come in alone, her mother pats the edge of the bed. Come sit, don't be upset with him, he's a good person, I've met all kinds. I can see what kind of person he is just from his eyes. She takes her daughter's hand, voice gentle but firm. I know how devoted you are, but there are many paths in life. Choose the wrong one and you'll regret it. My health is holding up. One more surgery and I'll be fine. The doctor said the risk is low. Go. If you stay behind because of me and later can't do what you want, that's what would really break my heart. Manager Yun stares at the floor. A long silence. Then she gives a single, quiet nod. Back home, the moment I walk in, Lily is right there, her face full of questions she can barely contain. I deliberately avoid looking at her and cheerfully scoop up Wawa. Wawa, what do you want for dinner? Lily's expression goes blank. She stares at me in disbelief as I walk straight past her. Wawa loves everything Daddy makes. Wawa is delightfully unhelpful, completely unaware that Mommy's face has completely collapsed behind her. Perfect. Daddy will start cooking right now. I give Wawa a kiss and head for the kitchen. Flynn Lu, I'm angry. Lily's lips are in a full pout, expression dripping with grievance. That face is a full-on accusation. How dare you look right through me? She has been waiting anxiously this whole time. I turn around with the most innocent expression I have. What is it? That does it. She went from called a dummy on the way out to being played dumb on the way back. She plops onto the sofa in pure frustration, arms crossed, turned away from me. I grin. I decide to stop teasing her. When you head out tomorrow, take your 2 loyal bodyguards with you. With that temper of yours, you'll get walked all over without them. Lily's eyes light up instantly. The speed of that transformation leaves me genuinely impressed. Manager Yun agreed? Really? Yep, now I'm cooking, don't bother me. Lily never finds out how I managed it. Every time she asks, I play dumb. But it doesn't stop the way she looks at me from growing steadily brighter. She's starting to believe. Ever since he changed, there's nothing he can't do. The next morning, Lily is up early. I skip my run. We fall into the kitchen together without a word, making breakfast side by side. Wawa is still asleep. Lily is afraid that if she sees her wake up, she won't be able to leave. Breakfast is ready. She eats quietly. I sit beside her and start in on the reminders. Call home often. Wawa will miss you. And if anything comes up out there, tell me. Don't keep things bottled up like an idiot. Lily takes her porridge 1 slow spoonful at a time, listening. Something in her chest is quietly hollow. She doesn't really want to go anymore. She eats so slowly the bowl is nearly empty before she finishes. Just then, her phone rings. I give her a nudge. She comes back to herself. She answers. Lily, I'm ready. Manager Yoon is with me. When are you coming? I'll be there shortly. Just give me a minute. Okay, see you downstairs. The call ends. Lily looks up at me. The expression in those almond eyes is too much to take in at once. I have to admit, Lily is really beautiful. I quickly look away toward the luggage by the door. Time to go. Don't keep them waiting. I know. Let me check on Wawa first. Lily pulls her gaze back, voice barely there. I nod and follow her into the bedroom. Wawa is sprawled across the bed, fast asleep. She has no idea Mommy is leaving. Lily leans down and kisses her little face again and again, then buries her own face in the warm crook of Wawa's neck, before finally standing and walking out. I follow quietly. I carry her luggage to the car, watch her settle into the driver's seat. I close the door and step back. Lily turns her head to look at me. I'm going. Come back often. Wawa will cause chaos otherwise. I know. The engine starts. Then Lily turns back one more time. Her expression is completely serious. Flynn, I like you. The words land, and before I can say anything at all, the car is gone. She drives straight to the city center. Coco is already bouncing with impatience. Manager Yun shakes her head. This girl never changes. Coco spots the car and waves wildly. Lily! Coco! Manager Yun! Did you wait long? Lily takes Coco's hands and gives Manager Yun an apologetic look. Not at all. This one was just too eager. Manager Yun smiles. She never imagined the 3 of them would find their way back to each other, and all because of that man who once looked like nothing but a freeloader. Manager Yun, thank you for coming. Without you and Coco, I don't know what I'd do. All right. You're a mother. Stop acting like one yourself. Manager Yun gives her hand a brisk pat. Save your thanks for your husband. She turns away before Lily can respond. But Lily's face is already red. She still has no idea how he convinced her. The 3 of them don't have much. Everything fits in the car easily. Once they're in, Coco throws an arm up. Let's go. Bright road ahead. Here we come. The car speeds off. Meanwhile, at Starlight Tower, Shay Lee is in early and restless all morning. She barely makes it to noon. She calculates the time and heads downstairs. She positions herself at the entrance, wanting to see for herself what kind of woman he goes to all that trouble for. She doesn't wait long. A car with Zhangcheng plates pulls into the lot. Shay Lee's eyes narrow slightly. 3 people get out. One chatters nonstop, bursting with youthful energy. Another is older, with warmth all over her face. From these 2 alone, Shay Lee can tell the person they're with must have a good heart. Then her gaze lands on the woman in the middle. Oval face, almond eyes, a soft smile that makes you want to protect her. No wonder Flynn is the way he is about her. Shay Lee straightens herself and walks forward. Hello. You must be Lily Shen. I'm Shay Lee, Deputy Director of Talent and Operations at Starlight Entertainment. Welcome. Hello. I'm Lily Shen. Lily's voice is soft and warm. She's taking in Shay Lee too. Excellent presence. A pleasant voice. Surprisingly genuine. No artifice. But Shay Lee's mind is somewhere else. How on earth did Flynn end up with someone like her? Shay Lee looks away first. Unusual for her. She turns to Coco and Manager Yun. And these 2? Coco Zhao, my assistant, and Manager Yun, my manager. Lily answers clearly. She senses that Shay Lee is being genuinely warm with her, but there's something a little strange about it. Lily tilts her head, puzzled. Then something occurs to her. The light in her eyes dims just slightly. You brought your own team. Good. Saves time. Shay Lee gives Coco and Manager Yun a nod, then turns back. Let me give you a tour first. This is where you'll be working for the next 2 years. Afterwards, I'll take you to the apartment. They follow Shay Lee inside. Coco is immediately overwhelmed. Everything is extraordinary. Stars she's only ever seen trending online are just walking around. Tianmai Entertainment doesn't come close. Back in Jiangcheng, a mid-tier artist like Lisa Liu could throw her weight around like she owned the place. Shay Lee takes them straight up to the 11th floor. This entire floor is recording studios. All top-of-the-line equipment. Next we'll go to 12. That's where the artist's private rooms are. Scheduling and creative updates all come through there. Along the way, people keep stopping to greet Shay Lee, with a particular kind of deference that Lily finds odd. And when they look at Lily, there's envy there. Lily doesn't understand it. Shay Lee is just a deputy director of talent. Why does everyone look at her like that? Even more puzzling, the balding man with the head of talent badge actively stops to greet Shay Lee, and even acknowledges Lily directly. Lily responds, a little flustered by the attention. She thinks, this Mark Zhang seems surprisingly pleasant. Back at Tianmei, the people in charge never spared anyone a glance. Just then, Shay Li stops at the end of the corridor and gestures to a door. "This will be your private room." Lily looks up. The door is closed, secured with a keypad. On the nameplate, her name. Shay Li enters the code as she talks. "Initial code is 6 6s. Change it to something of your own when you're ready." The door swings open. They step inside. Coco's jaw drops. The room is enormous. The interior is stunning. Even Lily is taken aback. She's never seen anything like this. Coco is practically faint with happiness. Thinking back to what she had at Tianmei, there's no comparison. If Shay Li weren't right there, she'd throw herself onto that sofa and roll around in it. Shay Li watches their faces and laughs too. Not everyone gets this. Top-tier resources. The room should match. At that, Coco finds herself thinking that Flynn Liu might not be so terrible after all. When they finally leave the room, Coco is still floating. Then the door next to them opens, and out steps a woman with an effortlessly distinguished air, heels clicking, a small assistant trailing behind her. She glances at the group, a flicker of surprise, then greets Shay Li warmly. "Shay, you came yourself to show someone around?" "I did. I've got a fan event this afternoon." "Don't let me keep you!" The woman called Lena glances at Lily, just once, then walks off in her heels, unhurried and elegant. "Let's move on." Shay Li turns back. Her smile is back in place. "Everything upstairs is meeting rooms. I'll skip that for today. Let's go straight to the apartment. Drop off your things and we'll get lunch." My treat. Lily thinks. She's almost too warm. Today has left a good impression, but everything here feels slightly off in a way she can't name. On the elevator, Lily speaks quietly. "Deputy Director Lee, are you close with Flynn?" Shay Li's smile stiffens. "So that's how it is." Lily's eyes lower slightly. Something stirs inside her that she can't quite name. "We're acquainted. I was the one who received him when he came. I've been managing the partnership, so naturally we've had to work closely." Shay Li recovers quickly. Lily gives a quiet mim and says nothing more. They head down. Shay Li leads in her gray Mercedes. Lily follows at a steady distance. Coco barely has the door closed before she starts going on about how incredible everything is. Manager Yun catches her eye, and Coco goes quiet. "Lily, you okay?" Coco leans over the front seat, curious. "I'm fine, Coco. Go on." "That does not look like fine." Coco turns to Manager Yun for backup. Manager Yun just gives Lily a small smile and says nothing. She can see it clearly. Lily is jealous. Back home, I am absolutely swamped. Lily has barely been gone half a day, and Wawa is already crying for her. Everything I try makes it worse. She's wailing that Daddy is a villain who hid Mommy away. I sing every children's song I know with the most animated face I can manage, but the tears just keep coming. Her little feet kick furiously. She is absolutely committed to this grief. I scratch my head. What do I do? I can't actually call Lily back. She would never let me hear the end of it. Then, my phone lights up on the table. I glance at it. The next second, my eyes go wide. A lifeline. Lily has messaged me. Just 2 words, "You there?" I reply immediately. Her next message, "Had lunch with Deputy Director Lee today." I don't have time to process that. I tap the video call. Lily's face appears on screen. Cool, composed, beautiful. I immediately flip the camera to Wawa with my most winning smile. "Mommy, Wawa misses you." Lily's expression drops to 0. "Flynn Liu, is this your idea of taking good care of her?" I pretend I can't hear that. Wawa sees Mommy and starts wiping her eyes with all the pathos she can summon. "Mommy, did Daddy hide you? Did you stop wanting Wawa?" Lily's voice softens immediately. "Sweet girl, Mommy just went to work. Mommy is coming home soon." And just like that, Wawa actually starts to calm down. My ego takes a hit of staggering proportions. I made faces, sang songs, did everything, and Lily undoes all of it with one sentence. Once Wawa is settled, I turn the camera back to myself. My expression is a little sheepish. Lily comes at me immediately. "Can you actually handle this?" "Today was a one-off," I shoot back. "If you went out without me here, you couldn't calm her down either." Lily just looks at me for a long moment, eyes slightly lowered. Then, as if it means nothing, "Are you close with Deputy Director Lee?" "She's all right." I say it without thinking, completely unaware I am teetering on the edge of disaster. "She's all right?" Lily repeats it softly, slowly. A cold draft runs through me from nowhere. I actually pull my clothes tighter. Then Lily just looks at me and ends the call. It takes me a moment to realize she's angry. Completely baffling. For the next 2 days, Lily calls home every day, and every time, she talks only to Wawa. For me, not even a civil expression. Like I personally owe her a fortune. What I don't know is that Lily's career is in serious trouble. The company has given her nothing. No schedule, no announcements. Manager Yun has reached out to every songwriter she knows. But the moment they hear it's for Lily Shen's comeback, every single one politely declines. A washed-up artist who stepped away for 2 years. Who's going to write for her? They've been shut out by the entire industry. Meanwhile, Lily has been trying to compose on her own. For 2 days she's been at it, and nothing comes. She can't help thinking of me. If he were here, he'd probably have something brilliant already. The thought makes her feel deflated, like she falls short in every direction. Just then, Coco sits up straight. "Lily, why not just ask Flynn?" Lily hesitates. Coming out here was about not leaning on him anymore. She thinks it over for a long time before she says anything. Give it 2 more days. If I still can't get anywhere, I'll call him. But what she doesn't know is that at this very moment, in Starlight's conference room, a meeting is underway that will decide her fate. Adrian Lee has a document in front of him. New Song Showcase, the most prestigious performance program in the country. We have 2 spots. Who should fill them? A refined man in gold-rimmed glasses, operations director Yin Ping, speaks first. Chen Xian, good looks, solid fan base. Most of the room nods. Adrian Lee decides on the spot. Chen Xian it is. And the second? Before anyone else speaks, Mark Zhang is on his feet. Chairman, I think Lily Shen should be considered. Lily Shen. Adrian Lee remembers. She's the one Flynn recommended. Before he can respond, Yin Ping jumps in. Director Zhang, Lily Shen is a non-starter. An unknown would outperform her. No fanbase, no recent work. She left the industry for a relationship. Public perception is already against her. But Mark Zhang pushes back. That's exactly why we should pick her. I've heard her earlier work. Exceptional vocal ability, striking looks. Why not? Yin Ping's brow knits. His contempt is barely hidden. Director Zhang, you handle personnel, I handle operations. I know better than you what an artist actually needs and its visibility. We're not a charity. Why give her a platform? Mark Zhang smiles, slow, satisfied, and drops something significant. Director Yin, you want to talk about visibility? Do you know who recommended Lily Shen? Tell me. What would you say about Boven's reach? What if he were writing songs for her? Boven. The name lands and Yin Ping goes completely silent. He can't say Boven has no reach. The music video has over 100 million likes, 50 million followers. A genuine phenomenon. Yin Ping stares at Mark Zhang with dark eyes. He pushes anyway. And you're certain Boven will actually write for her? Just then, Adrian Lee speaks. Enough. Chen Qian and Lily Shen, both of them, pass it down, meeting's over. Mark Zhang walks out beaming. First time he's ever gotten the upper hand on his rival. He is thrilled. Meanwhile, the entire entertainment industry stirs with the announcement of New Song Showcase. At the same time, the news reaches Lisa Liu at Tianmai Entertainment. Her manager, Manager Chin, bursts in. Lisa, great news. You've been selected for New Song Showcase, and the company has brought in a major songwriter to write for you. Lisa goes still. The nail polish brush drags a streak across her finger. She spins around, eyes wide. The New Song Showcase, the one that makes careers. The confirmation comes. She leaps straight out of her chair. I'm going to blow up. Then she hears the songwriter's name, and the smugness becomes insufferable. Master Vincent, the godfather of music himself. This is locked. Me and Vincent. What a combination. Manager Chin watches her strut and quietly sighs. While Lisa is busy celebrating herself, my wife Lily also receives a call from the company. Same message, same event. 3 days. New Song Showcase. She hangs up and stands completely frozen. Coco, on the other hand, goes absolutely wild, grabbing Lily by both shoulders and shaking her. Lily, is this real? New Song Showcase. But after the excitement, a very large problem. They don't have a song. Manager Yun's face is grave. New Song Showcase is a comeback stage. That's the good news, but we need a great song. They divide tasks immediately. Manager Yun works every contact she has in the songwriting world. Lily puts her head down and tries to write something herself, hoping for a miracle. I know none of this. I'm at home teaching Wawa children's songs. I'm wearing a wolf headband and making her giggle until she can barely breathe. After putting her to sleep at 7 that evening, I finally have quiet. I've been turning over the same question, what song to write for Lily? But there are too many options. The more I think, the more tangled it gets. Restless, I pick up my phone and scroll straight into my own songs everywhere. Fans have even turned Wawa's expressions into stickers. I stare at the screen and laugh despite myself. Lily, how are things over there? When are you ever going to reach out first? I keep scrolling. Besides my own songs, the hottest topic is New Song Showcase. Apparently it's annual. Whoever gets on it blows up. The format is brutal, head-to-head matchups, lose and you're out. I have absolutely no interest in any of this. If anything, it annoys me. I scroll a little longer, then turn off my phone and go to sleep. But the next morning, a call yanks me out of sleep. It's Coco. Her voice on the other end is barely above a whisper, like she's sneaking around. You need to do something about Lily. She's completely lost it. My brow creases. I'm fully awake now. What happened? Lily's been selected for New Song Showcase, but we don't have a song. She's been up all night trying to write one. My head throbs. Then it hits me. The contract clearly states I'm the one writing her songs. I've been sitting here thinking, while they're over there falling apart. Got it. I'll call her. I hang up and dial Lily immediately. She picks up. Her voice is worn thin. Did Wawa miss me? Something pulls in my chest. Does Wawa have to miss you before I can call? I'm your husband. It's the first time I've ever called myself that to her face. Dead silence on the other end. I sigh and break it. Why didn't you tell me about New Song Showcase? Something that easy to fix. Why put yourself through all that? From where I'm standing, it's a one-sentence problem. But the moment I say it, muffled sobbing comes through the line. She's crying. I'm completely lost. What did I say? Feelings are impossibly complicated. Before I can figure out what to do, a cry bursts through. Flynn Liu! Her voice is full of hurt. It squeezes my heart. I've never heard her say my full name like that. Do you think I'm completely useless? That all I can do is lean on you? I understand immediately. That's what's been eating at her. I missed it entirely. I rush in, voice soft. I'm sorry. I wasn't criticizing you. I was just worried about you. But before I even finish, Lily laughs, a small broken laugh, grieved but stubborn. Then my voice steadies completely. Lily, you and Wawa are the best thing this world has ever given me. You're my wife. There is no one else like you. No one could ever take your place. The words detonate inside her. Lily's entire face goes red in an instant. She gives a small, quiet, and the mood on the line shifts entirely. Coco, eavesdropping from the side, looks like her eyes are about to fall out of her head. And stop letting your mind go to those places, I continue. I'll send you a song tonight. Lily laughs. A real one. Okay. Then I'll see what you can actually come up with. The tension in her releases. The moment she relaxes, the exhaustion crashes in. I exhale after the call ends. Handling my wife is harder than handling a toddler. I pick up a pen and paper, but run straight into the same problem. Too many songs in my head. Which one? Restless, I push open the window, and below, a young couple is saying goodbye. The boy has a suitcase. The girl is tearful. Love rises with the wind, and when the wind stills, the feeling refuses to follow. Something clicks. The answer is immediate. I walk quickly to the desk and write 3 characters. The wind rises. Notes pour from the pen. I disappear into it completely, until Wawa's voice pulls me back. Daddy, I'm hungry. Back to earth. I smile immediately. Wawa's hungry. Daddy's on it. My daughter's word is law. I don't keep her waiting a second. I'm in the kitchen before I finish the thought. 2 hours later, full and content, the two of us flop onto the sofa together. That's when Lily's video call comes in. She has dark circles under her eyes and looks completely worn out. One look at the two of us lounging around and she immediately puts on the most pitiful face imaginable. Those almond eyes practically glistening as if to say, I'm out here grinding, and you two are living your best life. I absolutely cannot hold up against that. I surrender immediately. I wasn't slacking. The song is already done. Wawa copies me and raises her own little hand. Wawa wasn't slacking either. I only watched 2 fewer episodes today and I learned 5 new words. Lily completely breaks. Our Wawa is the best. Come give mommy a kiss. Wawa leans straight in. I spot my opening and shamelessly inch forward. What about me? Don't I get one? Wawa cheers me on from the side. Lily's face turns completely red. Unable to hold out against the two of us, she gives a token kiss. I light up completely and sprint to the bedroom to grab the sheet music. See? Told you. The song is done. Lily gives me a look that could mean 100 things, but inside, waves, a few hours, 1 complete song. This man is something unnatural. We chat for a while longer before I photograph the full score and send it to her. I put down the phone and get ready to take Wawa out, when Lily calls again. The moment it connects, she's staring at me with burning eyes. What? My voice actually stumbles. She throws my words right back at me. Does something have to be wrong for me to call? I have nothing. My wife is beautiful, and she holds grudges. Then she says something unexpected. What exactly have you been hiding from me? I scratch my head, completely innocent. Lily's face flushes. Her voice goes up a notch. I mean your songs. I touch my nose and try to bluff my way through. What if I said I just suddenly figured it out? Would you believe me? Lily looks at me for a long moment. She doesn't push further. She looks down at the lyrics. Then after a while in her softest voice, thank you. Then she looks up and smiles. Her eyes are completely certain. I won't let this song go unheard. The call ends. Lily knocks on Coco's door. Coco's face lights up. Lily, we have a song. Did Flynn write it? Coco immediately realizes she said too much. Lily figures it out. Coco was the one who told him. Manager Yun is called in too. When she hears there's a song, her relief is enormous. These past few days have been nothing but closed doors. Now finally, no more begging. The 3 of them rush to Starlight Entertainment, straight to the 11th floor recording studios. Lily decides she's not leaving until it's perfect. Time flies. Coco handles the backing track and writes. Only then does Lily finally step out of the booth. But just as they're heading out for food, the door across the hall opens. A girl steps out. She pauses when she sees Lily, then gives a friendly nod. Lily smiles back, but the man behind her is another story. Nose in the air, gold-rimmed glasses, expression oozing arrogance. Lily doesn't know him. She turns to leave, but the man lets out a cold scoff. No manners. Can't even acknowledge a superior? The girl called Chen Qian rushes to explain. Uncle, she just joined. How would she know who you are? So this man is Yin Ping, and Chen Qian is the artist competing alongside Lily in New Song Showcase. But what no one expected. Chen Qian has her own thought running through her mind. She heard Lily has a song from Bovan. It must be something good. Turns out she's a fan. In the days that follow, Lily leaves early and comes back late, practicing with everything she has. Manager Yun posts Lily's official comeback announcement online, but the few thousand followers left are mostly inactive accounts. The announcement lands without a ripple. Only a handful of loyal old fans and a few sharp-nosed small media accounts take notice. The moment they see New Song Showcase, they think, traffic. Word spreads across the internet. But most people don't care about a singer who stepped away 2 years ago. August 7th, New Song Showcase opens in the arena. Director Ren Chao is not happy. Bovan's songs have been dominating the trending lists, and the event's traffic this year doesn't come close to past years. But you can't postpone a major annual event for one person. He has no choice but to push forward. If only he could reach Bovan. If Bovan sat on the judging panel, the ratings would go through the roof. What he never could have imagined. The very person he's been trying to reach is sitting in the audience right now, holding a baby, trying not to be noticed. I snuck out here with Wawa without telling Lily, just to cheer her on in person. Wawa in my arms is barely containing herself. She's about to see mommy. I look out at the crowd. Glow sticks everywhere. Not one of them is for my wife. I quietly open the live stream, comments flooding the screen. Not one supporting Lily to win. 4 favorites are trending, and one of them is Lisa Lu, the woman who tried to touch my daughter. Backstage, the tension is thick. Lisa Lu's expression is dark. She stares at Lily. Why are you even here? Coco rolls her eyes without missing a beat and fires back something that leaves Lisa looking like a fool. Lisa looks at Lily, radiant today, and something old comes back. The fear of years spent in her shadow. It feels like a queen returning. She's already afraid before a single note has been sung. Just then, her manager says the one thing that snaps her out of it. It's just Lily Shen. She has nothing right now. Lisa steadies herself. Right. What does Lily Shen have to compete with me? And I have a song from Vincent himself. With that thought, she gives Lily one last contemptuous look. Then the stage lights blaze on. The host walks out. 4 industry judges take their seats. The competition officially begins. The rules are brutal and simple. 16 competitors. The audience calls stop on a randomized reel to determine matchups. No one can rig this. The screen spins. 8 head-to-head pairings appear. I look at the bracket and smile. The host's voice fills the arena. Please welcome the first matchup. Lily Shen versus Lisa Lu. The words land. A spotlight cuts down, and my wife Lily Shen and her longtime rival Lisa Lu walk slowly onto the stage. A fated showdown, here at last. But I see Lily's hands trembling slightly. She's nervous. Of course she is. Lisa's expression is equally dark. She didn't expect to face Lily in round 1. The audience erupts in chatter. Who is this stunning stranger? I can see Lily's nerves from where I'm sitting, so I lift Wawa up as high as I can. In this moment, Wawa becomes the world's most enthusiastic cheering sign. Her little face is one giant grin. Mommy, you've got this! Lily sees them from the stage, and her hand flies to her mouth. Every last trace of nerves dissolves. Her eyes fill with a brightness that wasn't there before. She smiles, eyes curving. That softness melts the entire audience in one heartbeat. The host announces Lily will sing first. The lights dim. A single beam falls on her. The intro begins. The arena goes completely still. Then, the title appears on the screen. The wind rises. In the credits column, 2 characters, Boven. The entire arena draws a collective breath. This unknown singer somehow got the most mysterious name in music to write for her. Backstage, Lisa Lu's jaw drops. Her hands tremble without her permission. Then, Lily's voice rises, pure and ethereal. I once found myself lost in the vastness of this world, and lost myself in love. The melody is gorgeous and winding. Everyone is submerged. Lily pours herself entirely into it. Her gaze travels across the sea of people, finding the spot in the crowd below where her 2 most important people are. Everyone, in the arena and watching from home, is completely moved. Faces flash through their minds, familiar and distant at once, settling on the one person from their youth they've never quite forgotten. That's what this song is. It stirs the wind they buried, the one called youth. Backstage, a thud. Lisa Lu collapses onto the floor, ashen, trembling. The courage to walk onto that stage has left her entirely. Lily, with flawless technique and an unstoppable song, has torn Lisa's pride to pieces. Manager Chin gives a hollow smile. Outskilled. In the end, simply outskilled. Even the judges can't hide their admiration. The music ends. Silence. Lily looks out at the crowd, not quite sure what to do with herself. I open my eyes slowly, see the uncertainty on her face, and smile. Then, Wawa claps her little hands for Mommy with everything she has. The next second, the applause is like a mountain crashing into the sea. Thunderous. The audience, eyes glistening, gives Lily the loudest support the arena has ever heard. At the same time, the livestream comment wall is completely overwhelmed. As expected, Boven delivers every time. I'm crying. The wind didn't just rise. This is a tornado. In this moment, no one remembers dismissing Lily Shen. They came in expecting filler. They got a knockout in round 1. Lily bows deeply. She steals one last look at me and Wawa, then walks back. The competition continues. Next up is Lisa Lu. She's managed to get back on her feet somehow. She watches Lily pass her in the wings, nothing left inside her but defeat. She doesn't know how she gets herself onto that stage. The music starts and she snaps into some reflex, but she's half a beat behind from the start. Boos rise from the crowd. The panic builds. Her pitch wanders. By the end of the song, the scattered applause makes her want to hide. Backstage, director Ren Chow doesn't care at all. Ratings are through the roof. That's all I need. The vote is never in question. 5-0. A sweep. Just then Lily messages me. Meet at the backstage exit. I grab Wawa and we slip out early. Backstage, the moment Lily appears, Coco throws herself at her. Okay. No more crying. It's only going to get better from here. Lily holds onto her, eyes completely steady. Let's go. Flynn's waiting at the door. Outside, the night has fallen. The moment Lily steps through, she sees me across the way, standing straight under a streetlight with Wawa in my arms. In that moment, something she can only call happiness rushes through her. Ordinary, unbearably warm. Mommy! Wawa breaks free and runs. Lily drops down immediately, pulling her daughter in tight. I walk over, smiling. So, worth the surprise? Lily's cheeks color. She looks straight at me. Her eyes curve. Yes, very. What none of us know is that every bit of this moment has been watched by Lisa Lu. She stares at our retreating backs. Something venomous stirs in her eyes. A plan forms, fast and complete. What she can't have, Lily won't get to keep either. Meanwhile, the internet has already exploded. Everyone is asking where Bovin found a hidden gem like Lily Shen. When they click on her social media, all they find is a comeback announcement. She was a rising star 2 years ago, left after a relationship scandal. The moment the detail surfaces, the tabloids smell it. The internet splits in two. Some say, if she left, she should stay gone. Others say, if the music is good, her private life is nobody's business. The argument rages, until someone asks the one question that cuts through everything. Just tell me, is the song good or not? Silence from every critic. The best they can manage, anyone could make it sound good. Just then, Starlight Entertainment steps in. A single announcement detonates across the internet, not only congratulating Lily on advancing, but dropping a bombshell. For the next round, Lily will again perform a song by Bovin, and after new song showcase, a full album, written entirely by Bovin. What? More than one song? The entire internet erupts. Lily Shen and Bovin hit #1 on trending simultaneously, but a darker post is quietly climbing. The next morning, it's number 10 on the trending list. The headline is brutal. Lily Shen having affair with mysterious singer Bovin. The post claims she seduced him to advance her comeback. Paid accounts amplify it everywhere. The comments pile on. So she got here by selling herself. Bovin's no better. They deserve each other. Some fans hold the line for Bovin's character, but they're drowned out. Within 1 hour, the post takes both first and second on trending. I've just finished my morning run. I know nothing. Lily walks out of her room with dark circles and no energy. She didn't sleep. Her mind kept replaying you taking her hand. Manager Yun and Coco see her and assume the sleeplessness is from the trending posts. Coco rushes to her, anxious. Lily, what does Flynn say? Is he not going to come out and set the record straight? For something like this, it needs to come from Flynn. If Lily releases a statement, it'll backfire. But Lily's mind is somewhere else entirely. She stares at Coco, blank. Clarify what? What happened to Flynn? Coco is speechless. She realizes Lily has no idea what's happening. She stamps her foot. Lily, you're still thinking about him. He's fine. You're the one with a problem. Check your social media. Lily finally senses something is wrong. She takes out her phone. Notifications flood in, thick and suffocating. She opens the messages. Her hand gives an involuntary tremor. She takes a long breath. She keeps scrolling. 9 out of 10 are pure abuse. She exits the messages and finds the post, and the wall of paid accounts piling on. After a moment, Lily puts down her phone. She picks up her spoon. Her face is frighteningly calm, like nothing happened, which makes Coco even more worried. Lily, aren't you going to do anything? Lily pats her hand. Coco, the truth speaks for itself, but public opinion doesn't care about the truth. Lily's lashes flutter. Inside, she's a storm. But she knows Flynn has been anonymous for a reason. He doesn't want to be exposed, so she won't be the one to reveal him. The entire internet is waiting for a response. They wait. Eventually, Lily's social media updates. Everyone rushes to click, and then everyone goes still. No lengthy statement, no PR language, just 4 words, the truth speaks for itself. The online reaction intensifies immediately. Meanwhile, at Tianmai Entertainment, Lisa Liu is in a very good mood. The company gave her an earful, but watching Lily get dragged down makes it worth it. Every one of those attacking comments was paid for by her. As long as Lily suffers, it's worth every cent. Manager Chin, beside her, has no smile. She thinks Lisa has lost her mind. Lisa, this is slander. If Bovin decides to take action, you're finished. Lisa scoffs. How is it slander? If nothing's going on, why would Bovin write for her? Look, she didn't even deny it, just said the truth speaks for itself. Fake high road. Manager Chin looks at this unraveling woman and quietly begins calculating her exit. Meanwhile, I'm in the hotel, taking a leisurely shower, completely oblivious to my phone going absolutely berserk outside. I cut it short, wrap a towel around me, and walk out. I see the caller ID and raise an eyebrow. Deputy Director Lee, what brings you to call a man of leisure like me? Shay Lee's voice on the other end is distinctly unimpressed. Man of leisure? You have the nerve to call yourself that? You practically own the trending list. I scratch my head. Get to the point. What's going on? Shay Lee's tone sharpens. Your wife, that's what. Lily is getting destroyed online and you're just sitting there? Lily's being attacked? I straighten up immediately. My voice shifts. Completely serious, completely present. What happened to Lily? On the other end, Shay Lee feels something twist inside her. The moment Lily comes up, he's a different person. She gives a quiet, cold exhale. Go check the trending list yourself, and hangs up. I frown. I don't know what just happened, but there's no time for that. I open the app. The trending posts hit me first thing. The moment I read the headline, my expression goes dark. I keep reading. I go through all of Lily's comments. My face is now the color of the bottom of a burnt pot. I actually laugh from pure rage. You think my wife is someone you can walk all over? And that foolish woman, something this big and she didn't tell me. Carrying it alone. I just want to stand in front of her and ask what she was thinking. Whether she considers me her husband at all. But first things first. If someone wants to play, let's play properly. Lisa Liu never sees. I just want to stand in front of her and ask what she was thinking. Whether she considers me her husband at all. But first things first. If someone wants to play, let's play properly. Lisa Liu never sees the reversal coming. She barely has time to enjoy herself before the panic sets in. She can't work out how. That the mysterious Bovin is the very man she wrote off as a freeloader. 10 in the morning. The internet is still buzzing about Lily. Then Bovin's video account explodes. As the other name in the story, 50 million followers, still mysterious. 1 post, 0 algorithmic boost. Fans push it themselves. Bovan is actually showing his face. Nobody expected him to step out like this, without hesitation, at exactly this moment, but when everyone clicks, they freeze. This is not a clarification video. This is a declaration of love and a declaration of war, in one. In the video, my expression is serious. Hello everyone, I'm Bovan. I just woke up to some very unpleasant things online. A lot of people questioning why I write songs for Lily Shen. Some people are even spreading rumors about an affair. I just have one question. What is wrong with writing songs for my own wife? My wife chose not to dignify this. I don't have that kind of patience. I intended to exist as a private person. Instead, I get this. Fine. Cards on the table. My name is Flynn Liu. Lily and I both stepped back from the industry when our relationship went public. We got married. We've been together since. Now you know. And one more thing. To whoever posted that and to every account that amplified it, I apologize in advance. Because I've already collected the evidence, none of you are getting away. Every single one of you, expect a legal notice. The video lands. The internet is stunned into silence. All that drama, and they were married the whole time. Nobody imagined the mysterious Bovan was Flynn Liu. Unbelievable. The video spreads like wildfire. Fans erupt, reposting everywhere. Haha, let's see anyone try to spread lies now. They were always meant for each other. To everyone who was talking trash, open your eyes. While the discussion is still going, Starlight Entertainment's legal team posts immediately. On behalf of Mr. Liu, all false statements and defamatory content online are being tracked. Legal notices have been served to the original poster and the media accounts involved. All relevant accounts will be permanently banned. The announcement drops. The platform ignites. People notice the trending posts have been wiped. The original poster has deleted their account entirely. Shortly after, the platform's official account steps in. Following verification, 1,500 accounts have been banned for spreading false information. The internet is not a lawless space. With the official statement, my video locks in at number 1 on trending. Lily's profile jumps to number 2. Within minutes, 2 phrases explode simultaneously. Ultimate devoted husband, and the truth speaks for itself. Thousands of people copy the line, my wife chose not to engage, I don't have that patience. Meanwhile, in the apartment, Lily knows none of this. She's sitting with Wawa, watching cartoons. Then Coco blows in like a typhoon. Her face is bursting with excitement. She shoves her phone into Lily's face. Lily, look, he posted a video. Lily looks up, puzzled. Coco stamps her foot impatiently. Lily, you're too gentle for your own good. How are you going to survive out there? You really need to take notes from Flynn. Look at him, going head to head, no hesitation. Absolutely satisfying. Lily takes the phone. She opens the video. That familiar commanding voice comes through immediately. When she finishes watching, her mouth is slightly open. Pure surprise. Coco is still going. Lily, do you know what people are calling him online now? Ultimate devoted husband. Ha! Too good! Those 4 words. A slow warmth rises in Lily's cheeks. Something sweet stirs inside her. Who wouldn't want to be cared for like that? The thought barely forms, before she walks away from Wawa and retreats to her room. Coco and Wawa are left behind. But once Lily is inside and opens the call screen, she hesitates. What does she say? If she says his words were embarrassing, that's admitting she's flustered. If she says he handled it well, would he think she was small-minded for needing it? She flops face first onto the bed and buries herself in the covers, kicking her legs like a little girl. Finally, she works up the nerve and calls. It connects instantly. My voice comes through. Hello? Lily's face is pressed into the pillow, completely red. She asks, muffled, Hey, what are you doing right now? But instead of an answer, there's a laugh. What are you doing? Practicing suffocation by blanket? Lily lets out a yelp and yanks her face out, full panic. How does he know? Then she looks at the screen and realizes she accidentally started a video call. Lily's mouth falls open. She stares at me through the screen, completely petrified. I touch my nose and think, she's unexpectedly adorable like this. The next second, Lily makes a small, helpless sound and buries her face back in the pillow. She refuses to surface. So embarrassing. Her muffled voice comes through the pillow. Don't laugh. I finally take the hint and stop. Okay, not laughing. I was just about to head out. Are you coming to pick me up? Lily finally lifts her face. Then wait there. Those glistening almond eyes looking at the screen, face still pink. She doesn't ask about the video. Some things don't need asking, but since she doesn't ask, I bring it up myself. My voice shifts. There's something I need to say. Lily, you were getting completely buried online. Why didn't you tell me? What do you actually think of me? Lily goes quiet. The question lands. For a moment, even she doesn't quite know the answer. Then, it comes to her. She likes him. She likes who he's become. She likes the way he tends carefully to her and Wawa. But what's happened to her makes it hard to open up easily. What I get is silence. Long silence. Then my voice comes back. Quieter now, with the weight of someone stepping back. It's okay if you don't want to say, I'm downstairs, come get me. The call drops. Lily snaps back. She hears that tone again in her mind, and something in her chest stings like a needle. Did she disappoint him? She launches herself off the bed, wanting nothing but to see him now. She runs. I'm already in the car, sitting quietly, looking out the window. Lily gets in but doesn't start the engine. She turns and looks at the side of my face. She breathes. Then, Flynn, I'm sorry. I turn. I see her reddened eyes and feel something quietly painful. When did I ever have anything to lose in the first place? I speak softly. Don't apologize. The truth is, I'm not the Flynn Liu you think you know. You don't need to feel guilty. But Lily stares at me and asks, are you Flynn Liu? I go still. She asked me the same thing on the Ferris wheel. I scratch my head. I'm Flynn Liu. Then you're exactly the Flynn Liu I think you are. Her certainty stops me cold. I press my fist together and finally say the thing I've been afraid of. I'm scared. I'm scared that one day you won't need me anymore. Lily cuts me off. Flynn, her eyes are full of something tender and aching. She takes my trembling hand and holds it firmly. She leans gently against me and says it clearly, one word at a time. You are Wawa's father, and my husband. Whatever happens, we are not leaving you. What matters most is that you're here. She's in my arms. Her words are soft and steady. I have the answer I needed. I hold her, and I laugh. From this moment, nothing will shake what I know to be true. After a little while, Lily wriggles out of my arms, embarrassed. I'm still wearing the most ridiculous grin. She gives me one of those looks, and bursts out laughing too. The car pulls away. Both of us are different now. Meanwhile, in Lisa Liu's apartment at Tianmai Entertainment. Impossible. How can Bovan be Flynn Liu? Lisa moves like someone who has lost her mind, sweeping everything off the table in one motion. The sound of shattering fills the room. That's not enough. She steps forward and stomps on it. Among the wreckage of her makeup and cosmetics, a legal notice from Starlight Entertainment. She's been exposed as the source of the smear. The person who made the post saw the walls closing in and immediately gave her up. The company has placed her on mandatory suspension. She knows she's finished. Not far away, Manager Chin watches with quiet satisfaction. Flynn Liu is Flynn Liu after all. He hid himself that well. She can't help but marvel. Who could have imagined the man everyone dismissed 2 years ago would become one of the most talked about names in the country? Lily Shen really knew what she was looking at. I refuse to accept this. Lisa is breathing hard. Her eyes are bloodshot. Manager Chin, give me your phone. Manager Chin gives her a flat, cold look. What exactly are you refusing to accept? Can you out-sing her? You're not as good looking. Even your taste in men doesn't compare. What is there to refuse? The words go in like knives. Lisa wrenches her head around, staring. Manager Chin doesn't flinch. Did I say something wrong? Once they lock you up, the contract ends itself. The company already threw you away. Why? Lisa says through her teeth. Because a company needs people who bring it value. You no longer have any. Manager Chin looks at her and says the most honest thing she's ever said to her. When you get out, find a decent man and settle down. Stop fighting battles you can't win. Lisa lets out a hollow laugh. Should I thank you for that? She smiles. The mask is finally off between them. Then Lisa's smile shifts into something unsettling. Manager Chin, let me borrow your phone. Let's see this through properly. Manager Chin frowns. What are you going to do? Take everything down with you? Lisa's smile turns cold. Why does Lily Shen get to stand above me in everything? She's an orphan. What gives her the right? Now that I know Bovan is Flynn Liu, I still have one weapon left. If I can't touch Lily, I'll destroy Flynn Liu. Nobody gets to be happy. Manager Chin watches this unraveling woman and knows she's gone. She wants to say Lily Shen never competed with you. Her character is 1,000 times better than yours. But she can't say that. Any provocation right now and Lisa will completely detonate. So Manager Chin hands over the phone. Here, but whatever happens next, I have nothing to do with it. Lisa takes it. Under Manager Chin's watchful eyes, she dials. Chen Shui. It's Lisa Liu. Meanwhile, the dinner table at the apartment has a strange energy to it. Wawa eats with total bliss. Manager Yun smiles through the whole meal. Coco keeps her head down, but can't stop sneaking glances at me and Lily. Lily's face and her neck are completely red. She would very much like to disappear into her bowl, and I am grinning like an idiot, peeling crayfish one by one and holding them up to her mouth with my chopsticks. Lily is mortified. She thinks, why has he been like this since we got out of the car? I, on the other hand, think this is completely natural. She admitted I'm her husband. What's wrong with feeding her? Can you please stop? I can feed myself. Lily finally looks up and glares at me, flustered and reproachful. That look stops me cold. So this is what it feels like when a girl looks at you like that. Love is really something. I finally stop feeding my wife and redirect my attention to feeding Wawa instead. After dinner, I return to my normal self, sitting on the sofa thinking about the next round song. Getting from 16 to 8 was easy. Getting from 8 to 4, that's a different story. The remaining competitors can match Lily note for note. It comes down to original material and performance on the night. 3 days to produce something great is a challenge for anyone. Even I'm struggling this time. What song will guarantee a win? Lily isn't idle either. She sits right beside me, working on the song she's been chasing. But that song keeps coming up short. There's one key melody she can't quite reach. Lily frowns hard. The melody is like trying to catch a cat. She's so frustrated she scratched her hair into a complete mess. By late into the night, the inspiration still hasn't come. But the next morning, Lily wakes to another explosive story about me on the trending list. At first, she doesn't think much of it. These days, something about me trends every day. Then she reads the headline properly. Her expression tightens. Her heart goes into full panic. At the same time, across the internet, people click on the same post. Already used to Bovan being everywhere, they click without thinking. But when they read what's actually inside, everyone freezes. Some people actually rub their eyes, not willing to believe what they're reading. Bovan is a domestic abuser. The headline is reality shattering. People stare, then burst out laughing. This has to be a joke. Yesterday he was the ultimate devoted husband, and today he's an abuser? They rush to open the video in the post. wanting to see who's making this up. The video loads. It's Chen Shuai and Yetian, members from my former idol group. Chen Shuai speaks first. Hello everyone, I'm Chen Shuai. I used to be Flynn Lu's friend. Why used to be? Because I'm ashamed to be associated with someone like him. I know you don't believe me, but he's an abuser. I have a phone recording as proof. When he came to me begging me to help him get back into the industry, I happened to have it recorded. I never thought it would become evidence exposing what he really is. I'm showing my face. I'm not afraid to confront him. The silence online is instant. Named sources, real faces, people waver. Then Yetian holds up his phone. I can confirm. Everything Chen Shuai said is true. Let everyone hear the recording. He presses play. Everyone leans in. A voice comes through, my voice. Chen, any chance I could get back into the company? Chen Shuai's voice, cool and dismissive. You married a top star. Why would you need any of that? My voice again, with a careless, flippant edge. Women, they're like clothes. Career is what matters. And if you want back in, will Lily Shen agree to that? In the recording, a laugh. Then the words that shatter the internet. Honestly, in this house what I say goes. If she doesn't agree, a beating sorts it out. You can't pamper women. The recording ends. But the outrage has only just begun. Disgusting. Is this what a man looks like? Women come out swinging, but even male viewers are furious. Chen Shuai continues in the video, face tight with righteous anger. You all heard it. That's your so-called devoted husband. The video ends. The comments are already a disaster. I was blind to ever like him. That recording made me sick. What is Flynn Lu really like behind closed doors? And right now, I'm sitting quietly, listening to the same recording on my phone. The same sickening feeling rises. I run to the bathroom and vomit. For a moment, I'm back inside that person. The original soul, suffocating and vile. Those things happened. They are real. I can't dispute the pain Lily went through. My phone won't stop ringing. I don't look at it. For the first time, I choose to hide. I pull the covers over myself and don't move. Like that might make it easier. The pain isn't the criticism. It's the memories coming back. Lily's suffering. Wawa's suffering. Right there in front of me, vivid. I realize I have never forgiven myself. Even with everything I've done to make things right, nothing changes what happened. Meanwhile, at the apartment, Lily is calling me over and over. After seeing the post, she's beside herself with worry. She knows me better than anyone. She's watched every change, watched every act of making amends. She understands. The past stopped mattering to her long ago. But she knows I can't say the same about myself. Manager Yun and Coco watch her with pained expressions, angry and helpless. The calls keep going unanswered. I've disappeared completely. Lily's heart twists. Wawa looks up from her arms. Mommy, are you calling Daddy? Why don't you just go find him? One sentence. Lily can't stay still any longer. She scrambles up and runs. She has to find him. She arrives at my door out of breath. She bites her lip and knocks softly. No response. She doesn't stop. Knock after knock after knock. She's not leaving until he comes out. Under the covers, I finally register the relentless knocking. I drag myself up and open the door. Lily's eyes are red. Just one day apart, and I can barely look at her. I can't meet her gaze. She's seen the post. Does she remember everything now? I close the door behind her quietly, like a man walking to his own sentencing. My voice comes out rough. I'm terrified. Now everyone knows. What is she going to do? Divorce me? Just then, Lily sees the look in my eyes and goes from worried to furious in an instant. She grabs me and yanks me down onto the bed, wraps both hands around my arm and bites down hard. Pain erupts. I'm jolted, fully awake. My instinct is to pull away, but I hold still. Let her. This way, maybe she'll feel better. When Lily finally lets go, she looks up into my calm eyes and completely breaks. Are you stupid? She cries it out, then pulls back my sleeve. On my arm, a row of deep red marks with broken capillaries showing through, stark and raw. There, now we're even. Lily says it through her tears, and throws herself into my arms. We're even. You're not allowed to be sad anymore. I go completely still. The warmth of her against me feels impossible to believe. I reach up and touch her hair, barely daring to. In 1 second, I go from the lowest I've ever been to the highest. I break into a grin. Lily said we're even. Since the moment I arrived in this world, I've been walking on eggshells, always feeling like I owe something. And now she's telling me we're even. How good that is. My tears fall without stopping. All this time I've been trying to save them, but I've been saving myself too. The two of us sit there, holding each other like a pair of complete fools. After a long while, Lily speaks from somewhere in my chest. Don't do this again. Wawa and I will worry. I nod hard, voice rough. I won't. Lily looks up, face pink, eyes still wet and shining. Then something crosses her face. Her eyes light up with unmistakable excitement. Oh, I think I found the melody. Which melody? I can't help ruffling her hair. The song I've been working on. The inspiration just hit me. The words are barely out, and she pulls free from my arms. I scratch my head, a little reluctant to let go. I pull sheet music paper from my bag and hand it over. I was going to write something tonight, but you take it. Lily nods, face still pink. She sits cross-legged on the bed and starts composing immediately, humming softly, pen moving fast. In moments, a complete composition appears. She looks up at me, eyes bright. I finally got it. Want to see? I shake my head gently. I'd rather hear you sing it. Lily's face goes redder. There aren't lyrics yet. Hum it. That's fine. Nodding. No backing track. Only her soft voice, threading through the silence. The moment the melody reaches me, I freeze. My eyes go wide with disbelief. I've heard this melody before. In my original world. I can't believe it. I keep listening intently until she finishes the passage. Wait, I interrupt suddenly, grabbing the pen and paper, writing rapidly. Lily has no idea what's happening. Then she leans over and looks at what I'm writing, and her eyes explode with light. He's writing lyrics. He heard her hum it once, and he's already writing the words. Lily leans in close. The lyrics are exactly what she had dreamed of. Better even. She stares at them, then shifts her gaze to the serious lines of your profile. In this moment, she presses her lips to your cheek. Your hand lurches. The ink smears across the page. You feel struck by lightning, that soft, warm pressure on your right cheek, vivid as a brand. You look down at the lyrics, heart already in full bloom, the title Lily wanted for her song, Courage. And the moment she realizes what she just did, Lily panics. She drops her head. She would very much like to find a crack in the floor. Thankfully, you show no obvious reaction. Otherwise, she would have fled. You know she's easily embarrassed, so you press down the riot inside your chest and keep writing until the lyrics are done. Then you hand them over, casual as you can manage. Now you can sing it properly for me. She does, all the way through. You smile and nod. Beautiful. Next round is locked in. It's because your lyrics are good. Without my wife's melody, I'd never have written words like these. But the moment the word wife lands, Lily goes instantly shy. She buries her face in her own arms like an ostrich, sweet and embarrassed in equal measure. You're not done enjoying this view, when a sharp phone ring tears through the mood. You pick it up. The screen reads, Deputy Director Lee. You raise an eyebrow. She's clearly seen the post too. The call connects, your voice stays easy. Hello, is everything all right? On the other end, Shay Lee goes quiet for a beat. She asks carefully, there are some unpleasant things being said online. Aren't you going to address them? You glance at Lily, who is pretending to study the lyrics very seriously, but her wandering eyes give her away completely. You give her a playful wink. Her face combusts. She looks away in a panic. Then you speak into the phone, calm and even. No clarification needed. Everything they said is true. Dead silence. After a long moment, Shaylee's voice comes back, disbelieving. Why? I can't believe that. The person I know. You cut her off. Deputy Director Lee, how well do you really know me? What's online is true. You do wrong. You face the consequences. As for the public response, let them say what they want. Your eyes have never left Lily. Completely soft. As long as the people I care about understand me, that's enough. Silence again. When Shay Lee speaks, the loss in her voice is unmistakable. Understood, I'll hang up. The call ends. Before you've put the phone down, Lily's voice drifts over. You were too cold, that wasn't kind. You are thoroughly puzzled. Cold? Lily adds something else, eyes slightly lowered. She likes you. What? Shaylee likes me? You scratch your head. A headache arrives instantly. I only think of her as a normal friend. But how do you know? Lily looks up and stares at you hard, voice completely certain. Instinct. I trust my instincts. You scratch your head, entirely sincere. Your instincts are wrong. I'm a man with a wife and a daughter. Developing feelings for someone else would be disrespectful. Love should be serious and singular. She looks at the honesty in your eyes and gives a small, quiet nod, but urgency rises inside her. You not liking someone else doesn't stop someone from liking you, and Shay Lee is so much more accomplished than her. You watch Lily's face, running back through the conversation, and something clicks. Your eyes warm with amusement. You nudge her arm. You're jealous. Lily instantly dissolves into flustered chaos, face blazing. No, I'm not. The volume says denial. Everything else says otherwise. She absolutely is. Your smile grows. You just watch her, and the more she tries to cover it, the more frantic she gets, embarrassed, indignant, until she can't hold up under your gaze. She drops the sheet music on the bed. Fine, yes, I'm jealous. What else would I be when someone that beautiful likes you? Your smile keeps growing. Then you lean in fast, voice low and deliberate. Then let me settle this properly. Would that stop the jealousy? Your face is so close your breath reaches her skin. Lily's heartbeat becomes a drum, faster and faster, like it might leap straight out of her throat. And then, under your gaze, she slowly closes her eyes, lips parting just slightly. Something leaps in your chest. You close your eyes and lean in. Not long after, Lily enters the round of 8, fighting for a spot in the top 4 at New Song Showcase. She's at Starlight practicing. You're back at the apartment, just Manager Yoon and Wawa there. Manager Yoon's feelings toward you are complicated. She's grateful for the change in you, for what you've done, but she hasn't forgotten what you did before. Still, seeing how you care for your wife and daughter now, she finds some peace in it. She tells you Lily is at the company. You decide to bring Wawa and pay her a visit. Surprise her. Online, the criticism is still going. There's even a group dedicated to condemning you. People are hoping Lily takes this chance to leave. But then Lily's social media updates, a pinned post. To find a good person in this lifetime, what fortune. When a person corrects their wrongs, all who witness it are nourished. So too is my heart. 2 sentences. The internet erupts. Speculation floods in. Is she being controlled? You arrive at Starlight with Wawa and run into Chen Chan, also a competitor. She's a fan of Lily's. Meeting you in person, she finds you warm and approachable. She asks for an autograph. Then you find the recording studio. Through the glass, you watch Lily singing, focused, completely in it. Nothing but warmth in your eyes. The song ends. Lily sees the two of you and lights up. She calls out husband, shy and sweet at once. New Song Showcase Round 2 arrives on schedule. unprecedented attention. You come with Wawa in masks, keeping a low profile. Lily's opponent is Xiao Feibai from Shengxi Entertainment. Before the round begins, audience members call out, demanding to know if Lily wrote that social media post herself, whether she was pressured. Lily finds you in the crowd, eyes steady. She announces clearly, I like Flynn Liu. He is a good person. Some feelings are simply fate. The screen shows the song title, Courage. Lyrics, Flynn Liu. Composition, Lily Shen. The intro begins. Lily sings, with everything she has. The lyrics land with the force of a confession. The crowd and everyone watching online is stunned. This isn't a public trial, it's a declaration of love. When the song ends, the narrative flips completely. Everyone cheers for two people who found their way to each other. Lily advances to the top 4 by a landslide. Starlight Entertainment issues a statement confirming you were never abusive. Both chose each other. That night, you walk through the streets hand in hand. You browse street food stalls. You see a movie. In the theater, you steal a kiss and leave her flustered for the rest of the film. There are still small misunderstandings, small moments of friction, but the feeling between you is accelerating. After a brief reunion, you take Wawa home. Lily stays behind to prepare. Back home, you work on getting Wawa into a preschool. You miss the registration window, but with Bovan's name behind you, Wawa is enrolled at Zhanghua Preschool without difficulty. Meanwhile, a scheme is taking shape. Yin Ping, the disgraced former executive from Starlight, has allied with New Song Showcase judges Wade Wang and Rita Ran for revenge. Their plan, rig the next round so Lily loses to Chen Qian. He also brings in Vincent, the so-called godfather of music, to write for Chen Qian. New Song Showcase round 3, 4-2. Lily versus Chen Qian. Host Chen Zhuer deliberately stirs the pot, asking Lily whether the new song is one she wrote herself. Lily handles it without missing a beat. For the competition, Lily performs A Sea of Flowers. The breathtaking intro pulls the audience into another world. Lily's performance is intimate and devastating, like a private concert just for them. The applause is thunderous. By comparison, Chen Qian's sweet pop song is pleasant enough, but it pales beside A Sea of Flowers. Then the voting goes wrong. Gary Gao votes for Lily. Sebastian Zhuwei casts a goodwill vote for Chen Qian, but Wade Wang and Rita Ran both vote for Chen Qian too, giving her the lead. The arena erupts. Accusations of rigging fly. Then Sebastian Zhu stands up. Excuse me, host, I need to interrupt. There's a problem with this vote. I owe Lily Shen and everyone here an apology. I'm sorry. I received a message from Starlight Entertainment's operations director, Yin Ping. He told me that Chen Qian and Lily Shen are both signed to Starlight, and that if the gap between them was too wide, I should cast a sympathy vote for Chen Qian, so she wouldn't lose too badly. But that vote has instead advanced Chen Qian. I take full responsibility. Because of what I did, Lily Shen has been eliminated today. I am resigning from my position as a New Song Showcase judge, effective immediately. Chen Qian then steps forward and announces she is withdrawing from the competition entirely, stating that Lily's A Sea of Flowers is far beyond anything she performed. The truth is out. Director Ren Chao makes an emergency announcement. The vote will be held again, and all implicated judges are removed. Lily advances. Afterward, Yin Ping is fired from Starlight Entertainment. The compromised judges are publicly disgraced. Vincent, furious that his song lost to mine, publicly challenges me online, issuing a formal declaration to settle things in the final. Vincent's challenge sets the internet on fire. The media runs wild with the old guard versus new blood story. I don't back down. My response, you want to fight? Then let's fight. Shengxi Entertainment moves fast, bringing Vincent in to write for their finalist Miao Anyun. The theme for the first round of the final, grief and horror. For Vincent, who has spent his career in this territory, it's a gift from the heavens. For me, it's entirely new ground. Lily is deeply worried on my behalf, but I appear completely unbothered. In search of inspiration, Lily even sits through horror films with me, and ends up frightening herself considerably more than she expected, which leads, inadvertently, to a great deal of closeness between us. The next day I present the finished song, Finals Night. The entire country is watching. Miao Anyun takes the stage first, performing Vincent's Lament, the first half painting the suffering of a cancer patient in searing detail, the second half a dense, suffocating instrumental. It's difficult to sit with, but the artistry is undeniable. Vincent watches with complete confidence. Then Lily walks out, dressed in a crimson bridal gown, a phoenix crown on her head, her makeup hauntingly beautiful and drenched in grief. Her eyes are empty. The title appears on screen, slow and deliberate. The music begins. The erhu and pipa weave together into a melody of desolate, bone-deep sorrow. Lily opens her mouth, and the operatic vocal style stuns the entire arena. The lyrics describe a ghost wedding. Not a single word says grief, and every line is saturated with it. As the song builds, the suona horn suddenly cuts through, driving the atmosphere to a shattering peak. The chill goes bone-deep through the entire audience. Scalps prickling, breath held. Lily's unblinking performance earns her the title online of the most beautiful ghost bride anyone has ever seen. In the end, it is a total rout. Lily wins 4-0 on judge votes, and 88% of the audience vote. An overwhelming victory. Vincent is completely defeated. He keeps his word, surrendering the title of Music Godfather and issuing a public apology. After the competition, I wait for Lily outside. She tells me Coco has already left and she forgot her apartment key. Without needing to say anything more, the two of us end up at a hotel. The room between us is charged with something neither of us names. I come out of the shower to find Lily crying. She opens up completely, says she doesn't feel worthy of me. The closer she gets to me, the more terrified she is of losing me. I cup her face in my hands gently and tell her, I used to feel exactly the same way. She's the one who made my heart move for the very first time. All of this, every single piece of it, was the best arrangement the universe could have made. My words turn her tears into laughter. We hold each other close. In this moment we finally understand each other completely. Two hearts, nothing held back, pressed together. Whatever the road ahead holds, storms or glory, we will face it side by side.